Hey, here we are in our fourth session of Bat Hack Playtest, and we are picking up in the top of the 11th inning. The Crawdads from Carthage are playing against the Hartford Yard Goats. It has been neck and neck. The lead has swung back and forth, and now here we are, top of the 11th. Ed Dirty Warnicki, after a double, is standing on second, and Wilson Garcia, our first baseman, is supposed to come up, but instead he was pulled back in to the dugout after Ed's hit. He didn't even make it up to the plate, and we see Easy Bohannon, Ezekiel Easy Bohannon, has been subbed in on the game. And there's a little bit of a conversation up at the press box. And then all of a sudden we hear...
We have a substitution now batting Ezekiel Bohannon.
So we'll pinch hitting, and Wilson Garcia will be coming out of the game. And another person, you actually may end up having to play first base because, that's not that hard, right? You've done that before.
I'm an infielder. I play all around.
Yeah, there you go.
It's easy.
It's easy.
All right, so we are up to you. So I'm going to kind of walk through because this is Greg's first time to walk through. So our current pitcher is a guy by the name of Reed Humphreys. There are no outs. This is a little area where we stick the outs here. Ed Dirty Wernicke is on second base. He's the top of the 11th, and we're tied up at 6. So Easy has an 11 in hitting and a 10 in speed. And here are the hitting options for a player character. You can either hit it where they ain't, which means you do a test against hitting. Swing for the fences, which means that you'd be testing against hitting, but you're rolling with disadvantage. Or, hey, man, I'm just trying to get on base, which means you're rolling with speed, but you test at disadvantage. Now, why might you test at speed for disadvantage? Just getting on base means like you drop a drag bunt or it's a seeing eye single. It's something where your speed has gotten you on. And if you're successful, you're on first base. You don't have to roll the hit die to see how effective your hit, your contact was. And then we do have another one, which is move a runner. This is newer and is a great thing that I'm really happy we added that. And that's you roll hitting with advantage to move a runner. It's a sac fly, right? You roll hitting with advantage. As long as you connect, then you move a runner a base, but you're immediately out because it's a sac fly or a sac bunt, whatever. You will define how you've tried to move a runner, but it's your sacrifice. So those are the 4 options that you have easy. And guess what? Johnny DeMark, your manager, we have a picture of Johnny right there. Johnny DeMark with that lovely Van Dyke there. He did not sub you in to hit a sac fly. With 0 outs, okay. He wants you to get up there and get
nice.
Hit.
Try to get on base, then I'm going to try to hit it where they ain't.
All right. That sounds fantastic. So then with hit it there where there ain't, you're going to be rolling a D20 against your hitting die of 11. So you're trying to roll under that.
All right.
That does not look good.
Oh my gosh.
A 19.
Not good.
Oh, man. If only you're rolling to hit that pitcher, you would have struck him with your bat. But no. So do you think that this was easy, maybe a short fly ball, not long enough for Ed to be able to tag up? Or did you go down on strikes? Or you think it was just a little grounder? What do you think?
I think 19 is pretty bad. That's like 8 away from my target. I think it's a swinging strikeout.
Swinging strikeout. All right. Well, hey, didn't finish with the bat on your shoulder, at least. That's what we'll tell ourselves. Awesome. So that is one out, and the crowd cheers excitedly because you are in Hartford. And they're like hammering on everything. And now, just barely has broken himself out of a slump. Luke Wakamatsu comes up to bat. So easy, you've gone. Who would you like to roll? Knowing the Javi comes up right after him, who do you want to roll for Luke Wakamatsu?
I think it's time for Deuce's first roll.
Nice. So here's our here's
lit.
a guy, Luke Wakamatsu, and so let's go ahead. You're going to be rolling the momentum die, Greg.
I think I haven't done. I don't think I did my thing that I can do once per inning.
We'll say you haven't
at
because
the
it's the
start?
top of the 11th, and I don't think I did that for dirty.
'Cause I think
No.
it was a leadoff double, so it would. Yeah, it must have been because
No outs, yeah.
out or something.
No outs, no, no.
So my special power is when giving directions to a teammate, you can step up the momentum die type for that NPC at bat once per inning, diamond crawl or half inning roll. So Luke and I are getting pretty close at this point. Ever since I had a wild throw into the outfield that he tried to blame himself for. So I think who does he? Doesn't he live with one of the other players?
Yes, he actually lives with Oscar, Alex, and Dirty. Right,
yeah.
all four of them live in a little house, so they're all renting a house, a 3-bedroom place.
So I think just before he gets into the on deck circle, it's just simple one this time. Like your swings are getting close. I see the way you've been fouling them off. You're right on the way these guys have been pitching you. You just got to get the sweet spot of the barrel on there, man. You can do this.
I just noticed there was a private message. So Zach, are you cool if we let it go by, or do you want to step back?
Oh, totally. It's fine.
Okay, so we had a mistake where both of us missed that. You have advantage on hit it where they ain't, and we should have rolled another d20. Okay, we'll just we'll suck it up. I'm sorry about that. I should have
It was
caught
a
it.
bad call by the ump.
I know. Yeah, bad call with the ump. It's like the foot probably hit the bag. It's a little wet, by the way. The 11th inning, there was a rain delay. You guys were pulled off the field, that kind of thing.
The
So maybe
3-week
that was
rain.
A 3-week long rain delay. It's crazy.
Wow.
Why do we even keep playing? Gosh, I mean, just call it. Okay. Sweet. So you are rolling a D10. So I'm sorry, you were coming up to talk to Luke. I interrupted.
No, that was it. Yeah, just
Okay, cool.
real
Like it.
technical this time, not trying to play into his personality type or anything. Just
Good.
close.
Yeah. I got it, Javi. Just like before, I get on. You don't leave me hanging. Okay. All right. So Greg, you're just rolling a single D10. There's no hit die or anything whenever the non-player characters are involved. There are 3 different tables based on the type of player, and I'll show you how that works. So just go ahead and roll your D10, and we'll work through it. Okay, a 4. All right, so as you take a look here, you see that Luke Wakamatsu is an average. There are 3 ratings. There's terrible, average, and PG for pretty good. So an average ball player, non-PC ball player, rolls on the average table for momentum die results, and a 4 is unfortunately all that lead up. It is an out. The die size remains the same. I think I'm going to offer an opportunity. Oh, but this is an opportunity I'm not going to take, but I'm going to offer it anyway. You're not that. Okay, you are. He tries to hit he realizes there are 2 out. There are 2 strikes, and Luke sees that there's some high heat, so he cracks the bat and just tries to find a hole with a pop-up, but he doesn't. It's something that if you wanted to test speed, I'll let you try to advance pace.
I don't think so.
All right, so you
I'm
stay.
I'm about as slow as they come. So,
You are not a speedy. You're faster. Dirty is faster than Derek, but that's it. He's
that's
like the
not
slowest
saying
guy on the
much.
team.
Yeah.
Not saying much at all. All right. So with 2 outs. Oh my goodness.
Javi.
Come on, Javi.
Oh, the drama.
Now batting, the catcher, Javier De La Cruz.
There's a little bit of smattering of applause, and your team is all up on the dugout. 2 outs, right? They really want to score. Some people, I think. Who would give you crap? I think Oscar will scream like, "Hey man, I want to go back to the hotel. Come on, come on."
Getting real late.
So you are up. We've got 2 outs. Ed is on second. What do you want to do?
So, did you refresh our teamwork dice? I feel like we shouldn't all have one.
You're right. I did refresh it. Sorry. Yes. So easy has it, and so dirty should not. Easy and deuce should, but you should not have teamwork dice. Sorry, I forgot that. I was like, oh wait, I should have refreshed that. And so
Yeah, we're still in the middle
question.
of the game. So if anybody wanted to hand off a teamwork die, that might be helpful.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Easy is gonna try to start a chant in the dugout to either pump Javi up or to piss him off so much that he hits the ball really hard. And I'm gonna give him the nickname Javi Lobby, and we're just gonna keep chanting Javi Lobby, Javi Lobby.
Nice.
And
We cannot hear you, Scott.
More distracted.
You're muted, Scott. In case you were trying to talk to us, I don't know. If
No, I'm taking
Okay,
stuff.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Javi, you're up. And it looks like you now have advantage if you want to hit where they ain't, or you can just roll regular if you want to swing for the fences.
Yeah, I mean that's if they're trying to piss me off to hit it hard, then I mean, role playing wise, that just
Seems
makes
appropriate.
sense. And that would step up the die.
It would. It would step up your D6 to a D8 if you successfully
I mean,
roll.
who are we kidding? I'm going to use the momentum die for this.
Yeah,
You're a smart man.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what? Let's go risky. I'm gonna swing for the fences.
Okay,
Yeah.
your hitting is a 14. Swing for the fences. You only have to roll a single D20 because of the teamwork die that was spent for your behalf.
On account of the taunting.
Ave Lobby is the.
Oh,
man!
Whoa, doubles. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. What do you think is like feeble hit to the shortstop? And
I
he
think
doesn't even-
it's like swinging out of his shoes at like a breaking
Nice.
pitch that bounces
Yeah.
in the dirt, and it's just like he was so wound up to hit it, and it was embarrassing.
Ouch. Oh, that's rough. All right, and that will end our inning. So, Keith, what I'd like to do, if you're okay with it, is I'd like for us to do a little bit of play test with Derek Caulfield as our relief pitcher here. So we'll spin over to the pitcher in the momentum die at the start of every Diamond BPC. You're still in the game. You can make a pitching check by rolling against your fielding stat. Success indicates the momentum will get stepped up, but then you'll gain some fatigue. So you get to do this, and then if you step it up, then you guys will be rolling a D10 against D10 plus a D12. Otherwise, it'll be a D8.
And that's a fielding test.
It is. The fielding for Derek is an 11.
Yeah. All right. Hey, that one.
Nice. An 8 is underneath your fielding. So you are rolling a D10. And since you did that, give us a bit of color. What kind of pitcher do you think Derek is, especially with the rain threatening and a cool night in Hartford, Connecticut? And
I mean, he's all about the fastball. That's like, it's not really so much anything with movement as being able to place it and throwing it as fast as he possibly can. He's definitely going to need surgery someday, like the way he throws this ball.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I love it. So you're rolling a D12 plus a D10, and we're rolling on the opposition half inning when the players are on defense. Good luck. Rolling high is
Over
generally where you want to go.
10. Let's see. Not so much high on that one. It's a
All right.
13.
All right, and we cross to the 13. Player defensive opportunity, not a highlight, but a player defensive opportunity to stop a run. Now, since we allow the pitcher to kind of roll at this point, I'm also going to allow the pitcher to assign to whomever you want gets this player defensive opportunity to stop a run.
Let's see. Somebody in the outfield. Who all do we have out there?
Deuce.
That's
Oh,
it.
we've got
I mean,
one outfit. All right.
Yeah, we just brought him in. We're going to take him out because
Yeah.
I want Deuce in. So Deuce is coming in for our center fielder.
Well, I
Oh,
was
here's
thinking since he's pretty good, maybe they just put me at left.
No, there's a story to it.
Okay.
But Bug got pulled, and Johnny DeMarc has not explained to anybody why.
Huh.
Bug got yanked, and he got a phone call, and Bug got yanked while you guys were at bat, and he's
15.
not gone back up. Sweet. So Deuce is out in the outfield, center field, and then your infielders are easiest at first, and you've got that Javi guy as your catcher.
That's so weird. I'm my own battery.
Oh my gosh, you're playing a battery. Who I didn't even realize the bizarre night.
You guys, I'll be away for a couple minutes.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
no problem.
Yeah, I think it is.
So please don't send it to Dirty. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a line drive streaking towards the gap, and there. Well, I don't know how much you want me to give. I was thinking there's a runner on first, and maybe if there's 2 outs, he's off at the crack of the bat, and he's definitely going to score and end the game. Oh God, if Deuce doesn't make this catch.
Uh-oh. Some pressure.
Yeah, so you see that line drive. It's streaking for the gap. It's a good one. You can hear the sound of the ball cutting through the wind as you are taking off on a hop. So you've got an option here. You can just go ahead and make a fielding test, but because of your position, you'd be rolling with disadvantage. You can roll with advantage to test speed to catch that, but you have to roll injury die.
I will do that.
All right. So go ahead and roll 2d20 as well as a d6. You should go ahead and bunch them all together.
D6 is the injury.
Correct. And if either of those d20s are lower than your speed, which is an 11,
Okay.
you are golden.
Both.
Sweet. And you got a d10 in there too.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
It's okay. All these errant dice.
Disregard
Oh
it.
wow, both. In fact, that 2. So that 2. Oh, that's almost like highlight worthy. If you ever roll something more than 10 or more below your test value, then it's a highlight, and it actually ups the momentum die. So that's fantastic. But how do you think he hurt himself? You think he like stretched out and kind of skidded along, or do you think he?
So I definitely did hurt myself. Injury die means you did hurt yourself.
It means you lost some health. It doesn't mean you're going to be taken from the game. It could be a thing where you
Right.
kind of limp a little bit. You're not out of the game, but yeah, you hurt yourself a little bit. You lose 2 health points.
I think it is. This is his first day. He was just called up today. Like he barely got a uniform in time for the game. He really does not want the first ball that comes at him to be an embarrassment. So I think it's the kind of slide where he's going. He's kind of upright but sliding with his legs in front of him so that he can scoop with the glove in case he does have to try to throw it. Pop back up again to his feet. So he rips the pant leg and tears up his shin a little bit, but makes the catch apparently, right?
Yeah. And there's even a little smattering of applause from the Hartford folks who are here to watch a good ball game, right? Even though we do notice that the a little bit of rain threatening. It's like after 10 o'clock now. The stands are starting to thin out a bit, but yeah, you make that catch, and we are out of the 11th inning. We're now going into the 12th. This is starting to get crazy. What is gonna go on? Okay, so Javi just finished his at bat. Now we're up to Alex Call. And so since Javi, you were the last to go, who do you want? Don't say dirty. Who do you want to roll for Alex?
I guess easy then.
Cool. And just so we're clear, the step up for the momentum die is momentum I guess stepped up. Yeah, so I think it is for that test, meaning that we are remaining at a D8. So I will clarify that rule. Who do you want? I'm sorry, who did you want to roll for Alex?
Easy.
Cool. Okay. So Zach, go ahead and roll the D8 for Alex Call, who is an average hitter. 5. Oh, that's better than a 4 right there. Reach base. So we're gonna say he was walked, right? At this point, Reed Humphreys is like on his 3rd inning of work. He is starting to have a little trouble. He's getting tired. And so Alex Call is currently on base. We have got no outs. And now Connor Smith is up to bat. Who, Zach, do you want to roll for Connor Smith?
I'm going to go back to Deuce since Oscar and then Deuce will come back up. So we'll have Deuce roll.
Sounds good. All right.
This is a D8
It is a D8.
because he's average.
Correct.
Okay.
No, the D8 is the momentum die. The table result is average.
Got it.
Oh,
7.
nice. So a D7 or a 7 on that with the average is a single or walk. I think I'm going another walk. I like the idea that Reed Humphreys is now trying to paint the corner, but he just does not have the skill set. So Derek Caulfield, are they going to leave you in with your pitiful hitting?
I mean, they might have him move the run or
let's see. Let's try out the move for runner. All right, so no outs. You're sent up, and everybody kind of knows. Like the infield's playing in 1st and 3rd. They're cheating. They're on the edge of the dirt, like near the grass, waiting to see what you'll do here. So you're gonna move a runner. Go ahead and roll hitting with advantage.
He's a relief pitcher, so I don't even think he's particularly good at punting either.
We might be surprised at some point. Maybe high school. He probably hit okay.
Yeah, that's true. At this level. All right. Let's see. With the advantage.
Let's take the 5. You do not want to take that. Sweet. So you what does it look like? You tell me. You got the success.
I'm still picturing it wasn't like fantastic. Like it wasn't one of those it's rolling along the chalk and just stays fair or anything. It's like he plunks it down. There's probably a moment of hesitation where the pitcher who fields it looks at second, but he's like, nah, it's not worth it. I'm taking the out. And Derek is like just jogging down to first. He's not even he's not busting it.
Yeah, he takes a right before he even hits first base.
Like
hit the dugout. Sweet. So Oscar Gonzalez, who's pretty good, comes up to bat. So who
that's got to be over to Zach, right? Because
it makes sense. Zach, go ahead and roll that D8 for Deuce, and we've got a pretty good die result there. So good luck with that D8. A 2. Yeah, that doesn't look good anywhere, but it doesn't step down the die size. But yeah, die size remains the same. Yeah, and he doesn't. I don't think he's. It's a 2. I don't think he scored a runner either. I think it's one
Maybe
of those
like
where
a line out.
yeah, he like lines it straight to the shortstop, and it's almost to the point where Alex got doubled up on third base, where Alex like has to dive back to third after their shortstop guy by the name of Scott Burcham. It's pretty good. If you guys remember, he made that like Ozzie Smith flying catch for a hit down the middle. So he evidently's got some D here. So now we have 2 outs. Oh my gosh, this is they couldn't have scripted this better.
Now batting, the center fielder, Teddy Pendleton.
Great walk-up song.
It's a good one. So Teddy Deuce Pendleton, you come up and they're gonna have you. They're gonna freeze you out a little bit. Reed Humphreys is pulled, and they're gonna bring in a relief pitcher. Hey,
I
welcome
don't know
back,
what I
Scott.
can or can't do.
Hopefully that's it, but might be enough.
It's okay, man. You got to do it. You got to do it. So they're going to bring in a lefty, Tate. I have no idea. I can't pronounce that. Skyanu?
No.
Cyanu? Cyano?
Scano.
Sino. I guess Sino.
Sino.
Now pitching.
Now pitching for the Yard Goats, Tate Sino.
So he comes up and you, Deuce, as you're there, he's doing a few warm-up pitches. This guy's popping the mitt pretty hard. Glance down by right field and you see the speed gun and it's like 94, 96, 93.
That just makes me want to swing away.
Maybe that's what you should do then.
Yeah.
Unless they
Alright.
tell me otherwise, that's what I need to do.
See.
Yeah, so I think Junior Betances, who's your hitting coach, he's just telling you, see the ball, hit the ball, man. So Connor Smith, Alex Caller on second and third. We've got 2 outs, Scott, just to bring it back up. And
Yeah, I see that.
our guy who's playing his first game in Double-A, Teddy Deuce Pendleton, who's literally arrived like in the middle of this game.
It's all
And
up
as
to
soon
him.
as he came in, Johnny DeMarc pulled bug.
Get in there.
And he's sent him up there. So here we go. You step out there.
Sweet.
It's rained, right? So everything's kind of, there's no dust. Everything's just got a little bit of mud to it. And you're gonna swing for the fences and
Yep.
all right.
So it's
when you swing
2d20,
for the
yes. Rolling
All or
disadvantage.
nothing.
you're rolling with disadvantage unless somebody wants to burn I think you already burned your teamwork die, right? Easy. Yeah. All right. So yeah, 2d20. Good luck, because your hitting stat is a 13. Yeah. Okay, chance. Let's see how this goes. That's 16. So it's rolling with disadvantage. So you had to roll both underneath 13. So that 5 was great, but that 16 is no bueno. What do you think? Is it a warning
I
track
think it's a
power?
pop-up.
Pop
I
up?
think it's a
It's
pop-up.
just a nasty
Like,
pop up.
to the catcher.
Oh,
I think what happens, right? Very
Heartbreaker.
first pitch comes in and you crack of the bat and it feels great. And you just watch the ball and it just goes shh, and it just slides past third baseline and it's a foul, but it would have been a double easy. And then you come with the very next one and it just, you have to adjust to it and you pop up and their third baseman hustles over and Miles, spelled Mylz Jones, catches it. And that is the end.
Miles.
That is the end of the top of the 12th. And we are now to the bottom of the 12th. We now are going to see what fatigue does to you, Derek Caulfield. So fatigue, it's a rough measure of how hard it is for a pitcher to continue in the game. It always starts with the number of current diamond. So first diamond is 1 and 2. So you now currently have a fatigue of 1. Because you're in your second diamond of play. Let's see. Momentum die rolled during a diamond crawl is equal to or lower than the current fatigue level, then the pitcher is removed after that diamond. Okay. Cool. That's how it makes. All right.
All right.
You're rolling momentum. You want to roll your fielding to see if you can
Still
step
test
it
the
down.
fielding.
Yep. Test that fielding. You're testing against your fielding of 11. Oof, that is
Not that time.
Yikes.
all right. No, you're going to roll a d12 and a d8.
So I'm picturing like, what is that? I get mechanically, but like fictionally, what is that role encompassing?
That's a great question. So what it's encompassing is if the pitcher is on for that inning or if he's struggling and just having to like paint the corners, depend on the defense to keep it in, that's it. It's like, are you on? Are you an ace or are you just trying your best to keep it in the ballpark?
So his composure's kind of rattled.
Yeah.
I would say
And
probably
that's a
very
great
rattled
question.
at this point. In fact, with the 20, I'm going to say when he bunted, like there was a jarring in his arm and he's got like a weird tingly that you see him like kind of behind his back, shaking his hand to try to get the feeling back. So we'll see how that goes with this roll here. 8 and a 12, you said.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
I don't think it went well.
Yeah,
Oh,
and so
Oh,
it's opponent nearly bats around, but it's bottom of the 12th, so I think it's like load the bases. There may be two guys on base, and Miles spelled with a MYLZ as the guy cracks a gapper, and Deuce, you race after it, but by the time you throw it in, Miles has made it to second, and they've scored. So you guys lose in the bottom of the 12th.
Oh man.
7-6.
Come on.
It's a hard loss.
Breaker.
Heart.
That hurts.
Breaker. Yeah. And the yard goats, they don't rub it in, but there's definitely some celebration at home plate, Javi, and they kind of move swiftly away from you. What is Derek's reaction to giving up that one?
a stream of vitriol. Shouldn't have. I told you. And he probably starts to turn his fury towards Javi a little bit. With like about pitch selection, but Javi just gives him a stare. It's like, no, we're not gonna like. If it was a home run, maybe. Like, you can blame me for the guy that was on third, but second, first, and the double is all on you.
Nice. Keith, excellent portrayal of a battery. I love it. Good job.
There's now a duet playbook where you have to play both ends.
That's it. It's like we're playing the the joined. It's like the joined in Masks. That's what you're doing. Awesome. So that will bring the 9-inning match to a close, and then we transition to like a little bit of post game, as in post 9-inning match game. After that, we'll take a bio break, and we'll pick back up with some stuff. So yeah, when you guys head into the showers, you see that Bug has already showered, and he's dressed in street clothes. And Johnny says, guys, for a moment, gather around, listen. Hey, it was a rough game. It's a rough game, but you guys played your hearts out, and I'm really proud of the effort you put forth there, every one of you guys. I just want to give you guys just a moment here. If you could just worry about that game in just a minute. We've got some good news. Bug got a call up. He's going to the show. So Deuce, welcome to the team. Larson is basically he's grabbing an Uber and he's getting on a flight.
Sweet. Congrats, man.
Yeah, smattering of applause around in the clubhouse for
Yeah, not the
For
best
Bug.
time for a happy announcement, but still.
Yeah.
Exactly.
he-
It's like
I
no
don't
other
remember
time.
how
Like he's gonna
old
go
he
30.
was.
If I remember, he's like
Yeah.
31.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, it's
yeah.
about time for him.
So,
I'll
like,
gather get
I
there
don't
by
think
now.
there's that
Yeah.
feeling of jealousy that there would be.
Yeah, he's 30.
Yeah, if the
Uh,
19-year-old went up, yeah.
It's kind of like, yeah, this was
Alright.
your last chance.
I'll rub his bald spot. And...
So yeah, Bug Larson, and yeah, I think he roomed with Easy, right?
Yep.
So I think what Bug does is he ends up spending just a little bit more time with you, and he pulls out of his back. He says, "Listen, this might be worth a lot later." And he pulls his jersey out, and then he signs it, and he hands it off to you, and smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
This is just
Yeah.
if you want to get that framed, you go ahead.
We probably embrace like a bear hug with like a overzealous back slaps.
Yeah, and then his phone buzzes with a notification. The Uber guy is here, and he says, "It was great. I'll always be a little bit of a crawdad, guys." he smiles because this sounds just as bad as he intended. And then he's gonna step out, and Bug Larson gets his cup of coffee or possibly more. So it's mixed feelings and bittersweet in a way, because you guys just lost a heartbreaker, but that's a hell of a thing. So we will transition to some off the field stuff. So I'm gonna drop this into our past game stores. Yep, that's where it goes. Dang it.
See,
That is not. I did.
what are
the
you
thing.
doing there?
I don't know. I'm on drunk. Just the worst. Go home, Rich. You're drunk. All right. So
that was a rough one. We scored 3 in the 9th and then gave
Yeah.
one. Quiet.
That was a tough game.
that was really, really rough. So the post game, the way that this happens, Sikar, is that you guys have an opportunity to. Bloop, there we go. You have an opportunity to try to refresh that teamwork die. And that's because you're going to get some opportunity, sadly, to talk to the media. So Heather Hanna is the local Crawdad radio reporter. She lives in Carthage, has big dreams, and she travels with the team. She always does your post-game interviews. And so, of course, she's going to be wanting to hit at least a few of you guys up with really CNO. Thank you for looking that up. That is fantastic, CNO.
Yeah. Good to know.
That's actually that guy describing how to pronounce his last name.
That's a great way to describe it. I'll never forget
Yeah.
it. Smart individual. So I'm taking a look. I see we had like an RBI from Javi and a walk. But then that like heartbreaking strikeout. We've got the new guy. I think Dirty is the guy that she's going to want to talk out. He had a 2-run homer, a single and a double. Man, you had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, Deuce, I'm really curious. Game's over. You hear this weird announcement that the guy that you were brought in to play for and hit for is going up to the bigs.
Yeah.
And you had a little bit of a heartbreaker to end one of the innings near the end. So, what is Deuce doing? I mean, you don't even have a locker here.
Right. I'll just go slam my batting helmet against a wall somewhere. But I'm kicking myself for jumping on that second pitch, which in retrospect was not my pitch. But I was overzealous, and I know better than that. So I'll be kicking myself all night. But I mean, I'm happy for Bug, and that's why we do this, right? That's why we come to that's why we play for the Crawdads, because we want to get that chance. So hopefully that'll be each of us in turn.
Indeed. So, yeah, Javi, you notice Deuce kind of slams his helmet, and the poor kid doesn't even have a locker. So I guess eventually he'll end up heading into the showers. And
Hey, if you need a place for your stuff, I can cram mine.
Oh, thanks. I don't have much, and I'm sure. Well, once Bugs is empty, I guess I'll take that.
You may want them to sanitize it first. He wasn't the cleanest of teammates. You can ask Easy about that.
Alice calls, says, "Hey, tell him about the plums."
Yeah, I start talking about how Bug ate too many plums at the Plum Festival, and I think it's probably a story where like half the team jumps in with their own like spin on the story, where yeah he ate too many plums, end up having to need a bio break in the middle of a game, and then ended up in the shitter for like 3 innings.
And he still got his call up.
Still got his call up. True American hero.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I got to disappear for another minute.
Okay. And your bat boy, young Jared Barr, comes up. Mr. Havy, Mr. Havy.
Yeah, Jared.
Miss Hannah, she want to know if you had a minute to talk to her. She's out.
Yeah,
She's out in the hall.
yeah, of course. I'm halfway between like dreading and like going slow and taking my time getting dressed to go out there, or just hopping out and getting it over with and dealing some platitudes. I think I'm kind of halfway between, like I've got my street pants on but still have the jersey on or something.
Nice.
Kind of just peer out, hoping I can be like, "Oh, I looked for you and I didn't see you out there," but
oh no, she like as soon as you stick your head out, howdy. She was just eyes for the door, waiting for that door to crack open.
Miss Hannah.
Hey, Javi. Hey, do you have a minute for a quick interview? I promise it won't hurt too bad.
For you, of course.
Great. Thanks. She clicks the mic on and says, "Hey, here we are. The end of a heartbreaking loss against the Yard Goats. I really thought after the 8th and 9th innings that fate was in our favor, but just at the end, it wasn't. So can you talk a little bit about, you had a great, you were a big part of the 8th and the 9th when you guys scored 6 runs in 3 in the 8th, 3 in the 9th. You had that RBI that really got things going. You got on base with an excellent walk. What was going through your mind when you guys came back and tied the game?
I feel like I must have scored when I walked too, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you did.
Didn't put that.
Yeah. You guys took the lead at the top of the 9th.
If I recall correctly, we had not scored until the 8th, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you've been shut out until the 8th. It was...
Well, name of starting pitcher was throwing a heck of a game and had stymied us for so long. When we finally got into the bullpen, it was quite a relief. We were able to go off. Like you said, I was able to get an RBI in the 8th, and Dirty put a hurt on that ball and got us 2 more runs, and we kept it going. And then, boy, we had runners in scoring position in the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th. And that's a heck of a way to lose. I feel like I have my fingerprints on a lot of parts of the loss as well. With I got a little greedy. The ball looked the size of a beach ball there in the 11th when I struck out, and I wasn't able to get to Derek on the same page there in the 12th when he was pitching his second inning, which he wasn't used to. We were not able to get him the pitches that he needed to throw, and that ended it for us. He executed great though in the 11th, was able to shut him down, and I feel bad we couldn't recapture that for the 12th.
Well, it sounds like you guys, the whole team, put forth the maximum amount of effort. You got a few things that you can work on for tomorrow's game, but so I heard a rumor that the Bug, something happened with Bug Larson. Can you talk a little bit about that? We're going to talk more with Johnny later, but I understand he's already left the stadium.
No, just out of character, I'm not sure what any kind of etiquette might be for that. Like if it's something that the team
I
wouldn't
don't know either.
want me to say, or
You know what? Make up whatever you want, and that'll be our new. This is how the crawdads handle when folks get caught up, kind of deal.
all right. I think I'll play. Well, you're really going to want to hear about to what happened to Bug. Make sure you got room on your tape for that, and don't waste it all on me. But I'll tell you what, we might have lost night, but tomorrow we're going to go out there and we're going to win one for the Bug.
Okay, great. And then she turns off the recording. It's not plum related, is it?
No.
Okay. I hope it's good. Okay.
The only
Thanks, Holly.
bad news was the score of the game.
Could the new kid, Pendleton? I'd really like to chat with him. I know things didn't go super well for him for his at bat, but he made a great catch, a really, really great catch. I'd like to chat with him. Could you ask him to come out?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll he's a little discombobulated with the sudden change of environs, but I'll see if he's available.
Discombobulated, nice. You should whip that out on air.
Just turn the tape back on and I'll say discombobulated and
I'll see if I can edit that in.
mix that in post. I'll talk to you later, Miss Hannah. Thanks for cheering me up.
Hey, no problem, Holly. So cool. Go ahead and get your teamwork die. So the way that you refresh teamwork die with the media is you have a conversation with them and you try to pump up other members of the team or just talk up the team. That's really it. You can totally go the Bull Durham route of like saying almost nothing, want to give 110%. There's no expectation of actually giving commentary about the game. You can just make it as generic as you want. So Avi, with Hannah's request, do you think, Deuce, do you hit the showers or are you just stewing in it?
No, I think I saw my dad go through enough of this stuff that I understand that's the game, right? Like Ted Williams didn't get on base most of the time. So
60% of the time, even on the years he batted 400, damn straight.
Right.
Nice. Good. I'm glad to hear that. So Javi, what do you do when you see Deuces out of the showers maybe by now?
Sure.
What did we decide on his age? 19?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm like 22. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to call you kid. Hey, kid.
I'm Deuce because my father was Teddy Pendleton as well. So.
Nice.
I think we could have some fun with that. I think that would be known, right? Like your dad would be well enough known, and the fact that he is your dad.
Like I said, everybody would know that I'm his kid, and he kicked around the league for 10 years, like 6 different teams over 10 years. So he was a journeyman, absolutely. But he was around long enough that people knew people knew his name because they had seen him. He's probably played for their team for a little while, and
the odds aren't bad. What was our parent club? Did we decide
I
that?
think it's the Rangers. The Hickory Crawdads is the Rangers.
Okay.
I guess we could choose whatever team we wanted.
Yeah, we'll choose whatever team we want. I've kept it vague, but I'm more than happy if there's someone who's like, oh, it absolutely needs to be chosen, then we can go wherever we want. But then it'll probably be a fight.
Well, anyway, I'm on a tangent with that. Like our radio reporter would like to talk to you. No pressure. You just got here. I know things are crazy. I can make an excuse for you with her if you want.
No, that's okay. I gotta face the music eventually.
She'll be gentle with you. She's real good. She's run this beat for a while. She knows how to handle the players.
Okay, thanks. Through this door or that one?
Yeah, she's right out there.
Okay.
Can't miss her. She's got a big microphone.
Okay.
And you step out into the, this is one of those like concrete hallways, poured concrete, and then the concrete blocks. So it's pretty echoey. And it's quiet now because not enough time has passed, and it's like all pushing 11:30 at night on a Friday night. Everybody's beat feet. You can hear distant traffic from folks that are still waiting to hit the highway and get out. But you see her, she's fairly attractive. Little older than
Got to
you.
be to work in radio.
Right. She's does not have a face for radio. She actually should be doing TV. But Carthage doesn't really have an affiliate that does traveling sports. So she smiles. Pendleton, right? I'm Hannah. Heather Hannah. Nice to meet you.
Heather Hannah?
Sorry. No, Heather Hannah.
Okay. Hi. Deuce. Teddy.
Deuce. That's the nickname? Because your dad?
Yeah. He didn't like Junior.
That's cool. I'm a big fan of your dad. He had a lot of character. I remember when,
that was his main. That was his main quality as a player. Was a lot of character.
Well, he turned that double play when the Cubs were in the playoffs. That was one of the best little snap and throw I've ever seen.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard him tell that story.
I would tell it. I would tell it if I'd done it. That's great. So anyway, what I'd like to do, if it's do you want me to call you Deuce?
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Okay. So Deuce, here's what we're gonna do. We just do like a quick 1 minute thing. I'm gonna try to talk to you. Hey, you're new onto the Crawdads. Anything that you can say about what you're excited about being in Carthage would be pretty great for the people back home.
I've been in Carthage for about an hour, so I don't even know what there is.
Oh, actually, you're not.
Oh,
even,
wait! I heard
out
about
of character.
plums.
You're not even in
I heard
Carthage.
about plums.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
What? You heard about plums?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I heard there's something about plums.
Yeah, we have a big plum festival every year. It was last weekend. It
Okay.
went all right, but not so great for Bob. Anyway, anything that you can say about Carthage, and then I'll just ask you about that catch that you made. We don't have to talk about anything else if you don't want to. Okay?
It's okay. I've seen these before.
Okay, great. So she turns the mic on, and it's radio, right? So you can make whatever expression or face you want, even though she dresses up like she's going to be on a TV show.
Right.
Hey, this is Heather Hannah again with our post game, and I have the fortunate opportunity to talk to Teddy Pendleton. He goes by Deuce. Now, old time fans of the game will know Deuce's dad, Ted Pendleton, played for at least 13 clubs. Heck of a ball player, utility. I was a big fan. He was a great interview and a real good player. So Deuce, welcome to the Carthage Crawdads.
Thank you. Those are very kind words. I'll tell Dad. I'm sure he'll enjoy hearing that.
Fantastic. So Deuce here is going to be an outfielder for us. You played center field for us tonight, and anyone who listened to the game heard about that amazing catch you pulled off. Boy, you came up hobbling a little bit. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I got it. Got it bandaged between innings, in the middle. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Oh, good.
Skin the knee a little.
All right, fantastic. Well, I hope we get to see more plays like that. Great defense in the outfield is something that the Crawdads pride themselves on. So it would be great to add another, nice to the drawer there. So what do you think about coming to Carthage? You just got called up literally in the middle of this game, is my understanding. What do you think about coming to play for the Carthage Crawdads?
I'm very excited. Team has a lot of storied history, and I've just started getting my ears filled with it by my teammates, and I hope to bring some honor to the town and the team.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to meet you, Deuce. We look forward to seeing you out on the field even more.
Thanks, Heather.
And with that, she'll bring it to a nice, easy close, and you can go ahead and take your teamwork die. Do you know who Ezekiel is? Easy Bohannon?
Yeah, he played great.
If you could let him know, I'd love to chat with him.
Sure. Head back into the locker room and call out, "Hey, Easy.
Hey, brother.
I just met Heather. She wants to talk to you."
Me? All I do is strike out. All right.
Oh, I was confusing Ed and Easy. I said he was the star of the game. I wasn't being sarcastic. That was the player mixing
That's
up
all
the
good.
characters. Sorry.
Completely.
I didn't actually see all of that. That was in your previous session. So
That's all good.
okay,
I
sorry.
love it.
I like
Hey,
that.
you just arrived in every possible way.
Yeah, so I actually did mix up that. Let's just say that I really did mix them up. Somebody told me that Ed was the star of the game, and I
You heard
mixed them
Easy,
up.
and you're like, yep. Oh, that's
So I
perfect.
really did say, yeah, here he was the star of the game.
And there's just like, he's been the star of games before. Yeah, so that's fine.
Easy. So time for you to take your walk on the red carpet, buddy. Good game.
Good game, man.
I'd kind of turn to maybe Oscar next to me. He's like, "This guy for real?" Whatever. Okay. And then I'll
Oscar says, "Do you want to say, man? You want to say? It looks fine.
make
Here he
my
comes
way
from
out.
good stock. It'll be fine."
I'll make my way out to chat with Heather.
Cool. Hey, we'll keep this short and sweet, Easy. I just really wanted to have the opportunity to get you on, and then we'll talk to Dirty and we can wrap this up. I know it's pretty late for you. Hey, this is Heather Hanna again with the Crawdads post game. I've got to do the rounds. I wanted to take an opportunity to talk to you, Easy. Really curious. You didn't enter the game until we were in extra innings. Is everything okay? Were you hurt, injured, anything, or did Johnny DeMarc just decide to have you sit for a bit tonight?
Oh yeah, Johnny was just being a good manager and give me the night off and brought me in to see if I could help the team out a little bit. Unfortunately, that's the way it breaks sometimes. You try to help the team out. Doesn't go your way all the time. But hey, let's talk about the new kid. One hell of a catch, am I right?
You are not kidding. Oh man, I had the opportunity to talk to Deuce about that. That was something to remember. I think it was one of the highlights of the game. I'm really impressed by the way he laid it out. Luckily, he didn't hurt himself too bad. Said he got taped up. So it's good. That's good. So, boy, hopes were high when you came up to bat, Easy, after everybody fighting back in 8th and 9th. It's a shame things didn't work out. But do you think it was just bad luck, or do you think maybe these yard goats have some secret weapons in their arsenal there that they brought out in the extra innings?
I think they got some secret weapons. I think they know how to make it rain. Literally.
Yeah, CNO really shut everybody down. That was a real heartbreaker. Cool. Well, Easy, thanks for making some time, and hopefully you're feeling well enough, got enough rest where you can start for us tomorrow on our Saturday matinee game against the Yard Goats.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for the time, Heather. Appreciate it.
And she turns it off. Hey, could you grab Dirty for me? I definitely
Yeah.
want to chat with him before we get out of here.
You got it. I kind of stroll back into the locker room, and I just go like bang on the locker next week. Hey, hero.
He finds Dirty kind of sitting there against the bank of lockers, my head against it, just being sullen. But suddenly look up, hey, all right, I'm up, huh?
It's all you, man.
All right. Thanks, Easy.
Kind of pat him on the shoulder as he goes out.
Yeah. So I head on out there, get my radio face on.
Hey, Dirty. Hey, Dirty. Oh, this.
Hey, Heather.
So it's Heather Hannah Crawford's Crawdad's Baseball. Oh, my goodness. Crawdad's Baseball. Here at the post game, save the best for last, everyone. Anyone who was listening to the game knows who the MVP was for the Crawdads. It was definitely Ed Warnicki, old Dirty. Boy, you really helped us out. We hadn't scored anything until the 8th when you hit that 2-run homer. What did you see there that kind of lit things up for you?
I was just seeing that ball hang there on a couple of those pitches, and I thought it's got to just do that again. I'm going to wait on it. And yep, sure thing it did.
Well, that was a beautiful sight. And after 7 innings of a lot of men left on base, it was nice. Got us excited. And then in the 9th, you hit that single to keep the rally going until you guys took the lead. It's something special, Dirty.
Well, I had a good game, but it's a team sport, and I just wanted to give, Caulfield's probably blaming himself, but man, he kept us in the game. As long as he did without a run, I did more than was asked. None of this is on him.
Yeah, 2 innings out of Caulfield was a lot to ask. You think Johnny DeMarc was trying to save some bullets in the gun for tomorrow, or what do you think was going on there?
Well, we've got the afternoon game tomorrow, so who knows? Maybe so. Let's see if we can come back and win this one.
I hope you keep that bat warm, because you even had that double in the 10th.
Yeah,
it's like all your offense exploded in the last half there. That was just great.
I'll keep that bat. I'll keep that bat under the pillow tonight.
Fantastic. That's great. She clicks it off. That's a great one to end on. Thank you so much. Dirty, you go ahead and get on out of here. I'm sure you guys probably have to get back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do my post-game wrap-up. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Heather.
And she clicks her heels off to go do the last bits of her broadcast. And I think we will swing into Javi and Easy as it Dirty's out there. I think Oscar Gonzalez is saying, like, listen, Friday night, it's Friday night. Going out, right? Grab some beers.
Still Friday night?
I mean, technically, man, we got like 15 minutes.
Man, we got a quick turnaround till tomorrow's game. I don't know about all that.
Come on, Easy. It's not like you broke a sweat.
Ha 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 ha. Come on, Javi. It's just one beer.
Look, you guys don't have to crouch down for 9 innings. Get to stand around out there, with your legs unbent.
Do you want us to massage your thighs or what?
Although actually, Rich, it brings up a point of if I was playing in a night game, I probably would be playing in the afternoon, but I don't know if we want to hold with that because it would be a lot less interesting.
That is interesting.
We don't need to be that realistic.
Maybe Gavin Collins starts the game because for the first 6 innings we're just doing the diamond crawl rolls anyway. So
yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so Oscar says, "Come on, man. Night, day. He's gonna sit you. Maybe he'll bring you in for a pinch hit later, but you can rest. You can sleep in. Who cares? Come on, one beer. What
was the backup?
Hey. Sorry, what'd you say?
What was the backup's name?
We'll say that they're going with Gavin Collins.
All right. Hey, Gavin, you good for tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Sweet. And Alex Call will come over to you, Deuce. He says, hey, my name's Alex. He's a left fielder, so you were out there in the field with him. He's like, hey, listen, Deuce, we're going out for beers. I'll buy you one if you come with.
You're going to need to. My fake ID is from Kentucky.
And don't flash that, man. Don't flash that. Come on. Luke, you coming? And DeMarc is like, hey, listen, guys, don't stay out too late, okay? Matinee game. No, 3 hours early. We got a 105 first pitch, which means your asses better be here at 10 o'clock. The bus leaves at 9.
Yeah.
See, the bus probably leave at like 9:30. Bus leaves at
Okay.
9:30. And if you're not there, AIS 9:30, you're gonna have to Uber or walk or run to get your asses here by 10. And people are heading out dirty. You come in from the interview, and it looks like there's a group of guys who are heading out to grab some beers. What do you join them?
You know what? I usually wouldn't. What the hell? I need a friggin' beer tonight.
Nice.
You guys going? Yeah, I'm in.
I throw my
Nice.
arm around his shoulder and is like, "Of course you're coming. We
course.
gotta get you. We gotta buy you a beer. You're the hero.
Come on.
I'll buy you a beer because I struck out. Could even help you get you in."
I won't say no. You get the first one.
Cool. That's perfect. So we'll cut the scene here. It's 39 after. Let's take like 10 minutes, and then we'll meet back to do a bit of whatever late night stuff and stick our nose in the next stuff. So see you guys in 10.
Cool. See you soon.
Cool. So we pick up a little bit past midnight as a lot of the team comes walking into into a place known as the Tavern Downtown. It's literally what Dunkin' Donuts Park is where the Hartford Yard Goats play. It is in downtown Hartford, and it is 2 blocks away from the XL Center, which is where their hockey team plays, and UConn also plays there. So it's a pretty big deal. So they're
We're in Hartford, Connecticut.
yeah, you're in Hartford,
Happening
Connecticut.
place.
Yeah. Hartford Yard Goats are in Hartford, Connecticut. Yes. So it's a downtown stadium. The Dunkin' Donuts Stadium is actually really new. Like, it's only a few years old. It's quite nice.
They have bull riding.
That's right. They've got all the good stuff. But Luke Wakamatsu he's talking about, hey, yeah, so you're walking in. He says, I came to the tavern downtown. I was 12, but Dad brought me here to the hockey game. It's pretty great. Their burgers are off the hook, he says, trying to come up with some phrase. Also, Luke coming here at 12, like, he is obviously from Japan. So evidently his parents have brought him to the States a few times. And he speaks really good English, but there are aspects of his personality, such as his fascination with very peculiar Nintendo rare ports and the like, that it's a little weird. But yeah, you guys head into the tavern downtown. It is a Friday night. It's midnight. It's bumping. This is a place that has all kinds of great beers on tap. Bit of a mix of some like college atmosphere, but also out of work folks that just wanted to come out with coworkers and have ended up sticking around drinking a lot. It's not a place where you go to dance, but it is definitely a place where it's lively and it feels like a pub, right? A expensive pub,
Yeah.
but a pub. You're seated by a girl named Chelsea, who is your server, and you guys end up. What do you think? Like, I think you probably push a few tables together, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice. It is
remembering-
midnight.
there
sorry.
were some members of the team bought beers on the way up to Hartford.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was
Which-
some like beer sneaking that went on. That was your, was that Wilson Garcia and Jonathan Lopez, I think, and
It might have
Jean
been.
Paul Gonzalez. They were all mixed up in a bit of
That's
that.
about right.
Yeah,
Are those people here?
yeah, I think so. I think they heard everybody was
I mean,
going out for
you're-
beers.
You're a veteran GM. If I ask that question, you're not going to say
Would
nope.
they nope, so I guess not. Yeah.
They are here. They heard about beers and they're coming along.
All right, that's good information for me to have.
So it's like the four of you guys and probably like 8 more. So you string out and take up like a large section of the restaurant. Bunch of tables all squished together, and Chelsea, she quickly moves around to take drink orders. So Deuce, I think since it was Alex, he was like, Alex will say, just get a water, okay? Just get a water. I got you.
Yeah.
So what would you like to drink, honey? Chelsea asks. Oh, you flipped it. You muted yourself instead of unmuting.
Sorry. I've
Done
done
there.
He's tongue-tied when she asks.
Nice. So she takes your order, takes a few beer orders, asks for some IDs for a few of the selective. Like not everybody. There are a few people. Like for example, Wilson Garcia. She does not ask for his because he's 26. He kind of looks like he shouldn't be. But yeah, she asks for Luke's ID and he smiles. Like, you know, he's good with that.
I think when Wilson goes to order, I'll be like, no. We've seen your taste in beers before. Let me order for you. And I order like some like triple hot bomb craft beer for him.
Wilson says, well, you got to pay
Thanks.
for it, man. If you want to educate me, then I will take whatever free beer you hand to me.
Hopefully, I will have wrecked his palate for the rest of the night in retribution for his terrible beer choices and general decision making.
Yeah, there were some bad beers. Who knows? Maybe you guys would have scored in the first 6 innings if everybody hadn't made some poor choices. Not everybody, but a few of your
Yeah, well,
teammates. Sweet. And I think as everybody's starting to get drinks and Chelsea comes back around to ask if anybody wanted any food orders, she says, guys, we still have the full kitchen for the next half hour, but then we're dropping down just to do some grill items. So if you're looking for a meal after the game, you need to put your order in right away. So she'll take whatever food orders folks have, and
I'm gonna pipe up and say, hey guys, let me get the food. This is a thank you for welcoming me to the team.
Let's
then all
order
of a
everything
sudden-
on the menu.
Yes, everyone's like, I want some food. So she smiles. She starts taking the orders, but yeah, these guys are not going to turn down.
yes,
Go.
yes, sir, Mr. Stark. All right.
My. And I think Alice will lean over Deuce and say, your dad loaded or something? Like he's fronting you or something, man? This is going to be expensive. It'll be like $300.
You don't know who his dad is?
Alice is like, should I know?
If you've watched any number of baseball teams when you were growing
Looks like
up,
this, but older.
Oh, are you watching 1917?
Alice is like,
Right.
and Luke will say, come on, I watched him in Japan, man. Come on. This is Pendleton's kid. Alice is like, I'm sorry, man. I play the game. I'm busy playing.
It's okay. My dad was in the majors for a few years. That's all.
Oh wow. Cool.
I think I've got my phone out at this point. I'm like, looks like he was in the majors from 2000 to 2010.
For a while, yeah. He was all right.
And yeah,
highest-
I think no, go
Highest
ahead.
yearly batting average of,
Yeah, like 247.
I was going to guess 241, actually.
Nah.
Yeah, not known for his hitting or his fielding.
Mhm.
But his
Oh, is
character off the
It was his
charts.
character.
I find myself looking at their menu.
I'll
Luke
take the
is
lobster thermidor.
Luke's gonna stand up. He says, "All right, guys, to Bug, gotta do one round for Bug." And then everybody
Here's to
holds up
Bug.
the drinks. And
Y'all should order the hangover burger. You're probably gonna need it.
We're getting is that on the menu?
Yes, it is.
The legit menu?
Oh, you're
Hangover
literally
burger.
looking at the menu.
Bacon cheddar and yeah, their menu looks great.
That was just
bacon,
a character thing.
bacon cheddar and a fried egg. That's
Oh
hangover
yeah,
burger.
having that.
Sounds good to me.
I think Luke will be like, "Fish tacos. Do you think it's a bad idea? Hartford's near the water. Think it's a bad idea? Javi, what do you think?" I love fish tacos if they're not going to make me sick. This won't make me sick. This is an expensive place.
I had a friend that ordered the fish tacos. I think was it Islands, which is like a light. It's kind of like a TGI Fridays kind of chain over here. And he tells the story that he woke up in the middle of the night and threw up so hard that from the head of his bed he hit the window past the foot of his bed across the room. So,
That is a mess.
that's some fish tacos right there.
I think I will tell Luke that.
Luke will say, "Okay, fish and chips."
Deuce will offer. My dad spent a year coaching in Boise, and
Yeah.
that's actually where I had the best fish tacos in my life.
Boise, huh? What you thought?
Oh yeah, we're way too close to the water to get good fish tacos.
Where the hell is the ocean near Boise?
No, that's what we thought. But They
Yeah.
were great tacos.
Hmm.
They might have been trout.
Well, it is close to Mexico, so makes sense.
And I think that's when Alex will say, "Boise, those the Bay Sox guys, right?" It's Bowie. So you guys played the Bowie Bay Sox, so he's messed up on. Okay. Yeah, so you guys make your order, and there are a few people kind of filter in and out. It starts going a little bit later, like 12:30. Chelsea comes around, hands off a bunch of food, and says, "Hey, we've shut down the main kitchen, but we still can do fried items, and here's our late night menu." And she passes that around and starts taking up the actual dinner menu because they've shut that down. So yeah, I think Luke will end up getting just fish and chips, which he says is too greasy and he doesn't eat a whole lot.
Pounds of chicken wings.
And I think that if he doesn't, then Oscar Gonzalez will end up kind of pulling his plate over. Oscar got one of the burgers, so he eats a burger and then he tries to eat a little bit of fish and chips.
Oh no,
Yeah.
don't do it.
He totally is going to try. What about Easy? What are you doing as everybody's? It's pretty loud, right? You guys are pretty boisterous for at post-loss kind of meal. I think the free meal helped a lot.
Welcome
I
to the
think
team.
Easy is just kind of laid back, just like his name, his nickname, and finishes off his hangover burger and his beer, and then kind of motions to Ed and is like, come on, we're going to go over to the bar. It's like, and
All
then
I'm in.
I order, not the table. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna order maybe like shots for myself and for Dirty.
Sounds good.
Maybe talking up the locals a little bit. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, this guy's a star baseball player.
Nah.
He's on his way up to the majors.
I'm all right. Yeah.
Easy. Let's see if you can attract the notice of some locals here.
Let's
Give me a likability roll.
Okay. Now I think I have disadvantage in rolling that. I don't remember.
Roll with disadvantage when testing likability off the field. You do correct. Have that disadvantage. Is that really a 6 and a 5?
6 and a 5.
Nice.
Holy cats.
can't hit the baseball, but I can hit up the local bar.
Man,
Nice roll.
there are a couple of girls who come over. What? Wait, you guys are on a baseball team? One of them's wearing a Yukon sweatshirt.
Yeah. We're in Connecticut.
Crawdads.
That's right. Maybe
Carthage, that's it. Carthage Crawdads, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
we're close to going up to getting call-ups to the Yankees.
that's right.
No, I don't know. Would Connecticut be like?
Oh, most of the Hartford. I know this because I work with some Hartford
Yeah.
folks. They're big time Bo Sox folks. So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah. We'll switch. Yeah, we can
Sox.
call up to the Red Sox.
After
right.
you missed your roll, that's what you would have said by accident.
Any day now.
the Red Sox. So the girls seem like really thrilled. Like, really? No way! Wow. So you guys are yard goats then? Wait, no, you said you're from Carthage. And
Yeah.
the other girl, she's like, wait, like, isn't that in Greece?
It is in
Yeah.
Northern
Got a
Africa.
classics professor over here.
Yeah, I actually thought it was in Greece. Easy. All right.
It was in a mystery novel I read.
All right. He's the genius on the team.
Nice. So yeah, these girls are interested in learning more about a guy who might become a Boston Red Sox. So they will hang out with you for a bit. What
Nice.
are you interested in entertaining these young college ladies and regaling them with tales, or like how does Dirty react to some interest of quasi fans?
I think he's probably interested in this occasion. Yes. Yeah. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, and I think
Nice.
Easy is being the quintessential wingman for Dirty.
Hey, you're in this too,
Talking
buddy.
him up, and it's like kind of playing like the shucks me. I'm just a ball player. This is a star.
Yeah, come on.
Oh man, let's see how it goes for you, Dirty. Since you've got somebody in your back, I'm gonna say that you're gonna have effectively like a -2 to your roll, if that makes sense, right? Because you're trying to
Sure.
test under, but roll me a likability.
Likability? I'm
Yeah.
all right on that. That's 1d20, right?
Yeah, so you just need a under a 14 because of the adjustment there.
Wrong button. Roll the dice. 11. Hit it. It's a 12, right? Yeah, I made it. Barely made it.
You definitely would have made it. You would have
Oh,
barely
sorry,
made it, but you actually had the advantage of having Easy back you up,
Does that-
so you make it with a little, a little bit to spare.
Yeah, a little to spare. He helped.
So, is this a thing where you hook up, or do you think you get a number? What do you think?
What would Dirty say?
What would Dirty do?
I
Why
think
is he
he's
called Dirty?
Oh, well,
Will we find out?
yeah. He's got his bat under the pillow tonight. I think Dirty's had a couple of drinks. He'd probably try to hook up tonight. Yeah.
Wait. So then you get an offer as Tracy, the girl, unfortunately, a little less smart than the original girl, the one who thinks that you guys are from Greece, but no, not really, and also
boy.
in Africa. She's the one who's like, "Hey, listen, I like drove here. Do you want me to give you a drive, like a ride back or whatever?"
Yeah, that sounds great.
So
liberal arts major or something.
Totally. Sweet. So yeah.
Yeah.
You pull it off, and you're left behind with Stephanie as Tracy leaves with Dirty.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tracy with an E.
Oh,
One E or two E's?
E.
Two E's, because
It's gotta be two E's, so it's not Trace.
I mean, on my birth certificate it's like one E, but I like with two E's, so
That's funny. That's exactly how I spell Dirty.
What? Oh my god.
Made
That's
for each
really
other.
weird.
Cat. Yeah. Or Kate is very excited.
No. That is a cat, right? Okay, good.
All right.
Keep in the shot. That's great. When they take off easy, it is just you and Stephanie. What's your reaction there? Like, job well done for me kind of deal, or
Thanks, buddy.
Oh yeah, I tipped my invisible hat over to Dirty.
Yeah, I do the same. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, you too, man. And I'll just keep chatting with Stephanie.
cool? Dirty take a teamwork die from. I'm sorry. Easy should take a teamwork die
Easy
for
gets the
all
teamwork
that
die,
that
yeah.
hard
All right.
work you put into
Thank
that.
you.
Sweet. Yeah, so we circle back. It's nearly
Yeah.
like 1:00 when I think Oscar is gonna lean over and say, Javi, man, look, Dirty's hooking up. He's the only one of us that doesn't strike out all night.
Ah.
Hey, I'm still sensitive about that 12th inning.
And to be fair, I popped up.
It's true.
Kid has a point.
I think Alex will say I think we all had our opportunities and we all missed. But that 8th and 9th inning, that showed that when everything's firing, we're a hell of a team. Hell of a team. Just didn't work out in the end, but
I'm wondering, what is our record like?
I imagine you guys are like 60% of your games, you win 60% of your games. It's kind of what I envision for the
We're a
Crawdads.
pretty decent team. We don't have any really like terrible starters or anything.
Yeah.
So that seems about right.
So we could be playoff bound.
Yeah. I totally think you could be playing.
Yeah, we have no bullpen. Wow.
After this series, I was going to start transitioning towards like heading towards postseason or, trying to get into the conference tournament type deal. This is your last road trip before that really happens. So I'll just kind of open this up. Does anybody have any particular scenes they want here at the restaurant or back at the hotel to try to restore any of your lost teamwork dice?
I was thinking about throughout the night, kind of, not sure the right way to say it, making inroads into seeing if Deuce is willing to talk about his dad more.
Cool.
Interesting.
Like, because Javi is definitely like about the romance of the bigs and challenging yourself against the best competition, and like here's someone who is obviously intimately familiar with somebody that did that for a decade of their life.
Yeah, I think Deuce is happy to talk about Dad, partly because he, doesn't have the accomplishments of his own yet to tout. So that's what has always made him special in the eyes of other people, is his connection to his dad. So he's happy to fall back on that. Plus, some of the stories that he can tell kind of aggrandize him as well. Like Carlos Beltran is his idol because his dad was playing on the Mets in 2007, and Beltran, gave Deuce some, sort of lessons in the field, and so he can tell stories that are about the romance of the bigs, but that also kind of make him up him a little bit because he wants to impress you guys.
It works. Like even if they weren't self-aggrandizing, still like hearing those stories, be like, wow, yeah. Because I think sometimes we get them, probably like our manager who was in the bigs for a little bit, I would guess, or some of those guys, like people that weren't great players but know enough about the game to stay employed in it. But it's kind of like, I don't even know who they are. Like finding their business card, their baseball card would be difficult to do outside of a real collector's hoard. But like, we know who Teddy Pendleton is. That's exciting.
Yeah.
And like, how does he feel now that you're following in his footsteps? Is he putting pressure on you?
think
Is he cool?
he's pretty cool about it. I think he's actually worried that I'm gonna, that I won't be good enough and that'll crush me, or, you know, imagine like, I'm not saying he's Bob Dylan or anything, but I always think about like the children of famous musicians who choose to go into music. Like, there's no way Jacob Dylan's ever going to be as good as Bob Dylan. Why does he go into music? He's destined to not be as good as his dad. Fortunately, I don't have that curse because Dad wasn't that great. I mean, he was great. He was great enough to be in the majors for 10 years. I'm not, but he wasn't Ted Williams.
Like over the whole course of baseball players throughout history, he's one of the best. But compared to some of the guys,
All baseball players, yes, but of all players in the majors, he's yeah.
That's when Alex says, "Whoa,
more,
man,
more than a footnote, I guess." But
I mean, you're gonna be like Griffey, man. You're gonna be like Griffey. You eclipse. You're gonna eclipse."
Nice.
it's always been the dream.
Ken Griffey Sr. was pretty good too. Just saying.
I don't know. I mean, I saw him when he played with his son. He looked okay, but
I want to be Barry
old.
Bonds. I want to be Barry Bonds while he's Bobby Bonds.
There you go.
Nice. Well, that is definitely Javi getting a teamwork die for.
Did not make a steroid joke, and that's why I get the teamwork die.
That's why you get the teamwork die. Sweet. So Dirty is out being dirty.
Do we accumulate teamwork dice and like carry them over into the next session?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do
They go until you use them.
and there's no cap or anything. Okay.
Right. New session. Yeah, there's no cap. And new session, you'd start fresh with one. If you're at 0, you'd have one. So you don't have to squirrel it away. But if you end up with more than one in the next session, you still have that more than one. The momentum die resets every game to D6, but the teamwork dice carry over unless you're at 0.
Looks like your slump dice also carry over. Is that right?
They do. They are sticky, as Zach will attest to. They are.
Well, I think Deuce will also kind of return the favor with Javi. I think he's seen that Javi is clearly the leader of the team. So he, wants to not only make a good impression on Javi, but also, just kind of be in good with the guy that everyone follows. So
How does he do that? Like, okay,
I think he'll compliment the way he, like, I saw the way you were talking to the other guys. That's from what Dad says, that's real important in the majors, to be the guy who kind of leads the clubhouse.
That carries over.
So
Like he's not actually taking notes on the cocktail napkins, but
you don't have to be the best hitter or the best fielder to be the leader in the clubhouse. And so, Ed might have been the hero of the game, but the role that you serve is, gets you noticed.
I think if you name drop some kind of catcher that your dad played with, and it's like deal is sealed.
Pudge Rodriguez.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
He's like my hero.
Sweet. I think. Does anybody have any other scenes they wanted before we move on? Cool. So let's try to earmark some way for Dirty to recover teamwork dice at some point before the game begins.
Yeah.
Since we stole you away for some loving with Tracy, the fan of Grease, the movie, not the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a selfish thing to not have a teamwork die, I guess, but it's not going into a game having spent your night selfishly. Maybe you don't get one.
Okay. I mean, that's
Can
fair.
Tracy bake cookies for Ed and he shares them with the team?
Yeah. We spend the night composing cheers for her and her friends to shout for my teammates at the game.
Go Carthage. Sorry.
Yeah.
That-
We have
that-
several chaste hours reading scripture before the game.
Oh my goodness. Oh, these Yukon girls are just not quite as crazy as you'd imagine. Stuff. Awesome. So we'll just jump forward to you guys reporting. Does anyone not make it to the bus at 9:30 a.m.?
I think
Is Dirty responsible enough to make it to the bus kind of deal?
everything I know about him says that he is, but yeah. you
Okay.
never know.
Sounds good. I accept that. And we know Javi is probably getting others onto the bus.
Yeah.
How early is Deuce for the 9:30 bus?
I think he probably, because of the difficulty that he has in ordering at the bar the previous night, right? He has to rely on Alex to get him beers. He didn't overindulge, and he knows the importance of showing up on time, especially on your first full day.
First morning, yeah.
Right. That was drilled into him.
All right. Well, you guys have the fortune of having a good starter. So the lineup card reads with Oscar still leading off. Teddy Deuce Pendleton, you are penciled in to bat second.
Nice.
Dirty, you are third. And then our cleanup is easy.
Sweet.
Then Luke is still batting fifth with Javi, sixth Alex, and then you're easy. You're going to be at second base again. So we'll stick our first baseman back in here. Wilson Garcia will be back at first base. There we go. And Wilson is average. There we go. Number 66. And your starting pitcher is Anderson Polanco, who's pretty good.
He is good.
He is definitely not the tallest guy on the team, but he's a tall 6'3", 190. He's got some meat on those bones. You are facing off with Matt Dennis, who will be the starter for the Yard Goats this Saturday afternoon. Dennis is 25. He's a 14th round pick from Colorado. And yeah, let's see. What's he look like? I'm looking at his stats. Yeah, and wow. In A ball, he actually had a season with 128 strikeouts. So he's got a little bit of heat. But looks like his opponent's average is in the high 200s. Actually, like almost 300. So
Great.
I think he gives up a few hits. People,
Yeah.
Zary isn't awesome, but he's working stuff out. He's got a lot of potential. All right, cool. So who would like to do our first diamond crawl roll?
I was gonna say I don't think I do these often, but I think I said that last time, so maybe I shouldn't do it again.
Well, let's let our new guy do it.
Yeah.
So Deuce
Deuce
roll.
gets to bat in the first round, so that makes sense, or first inning, so that makes sense.
Cool. So this will cover the first 3 innings of play. It's a single roll.
Got it.
We check the table. You're rolling a D12, and then the momentum die drops down to a D6. So a D12 and a D6, and then we add those two together.
Okay. Are we going for high or low, or what do I want?
High is what you want. So think high,
Yeah.
and the die roller will be aware.
Mediocre.
Okay. So on row 41 is
11.
the number 11. So it says that at the point that we kick in, there
Nice.
is no score and there is a player defensive highlight opportunity. So let me make you aware of what that means. So a player defensive highlight opportunity is good in that if you are successful with this test, once we set up the situation, you will step up the momentum die by 1. It is also dangerous in that if you fail at a defensive highlight opportunity, then you will earn what is called a black mark, and we'll discuss that at a later.
That is bad.
When it inevitably happens.
When it inevitably happens, indeed. So we're gonna hop forward to the bottom of the second. I think that at this point, Anderson Polanco has a no-hitter going at the bottom of the second when the Yard Goats come up to bat. And I'm just going to go for the old reliable Willie Abreu comes up to bat, and he cracks one that looks like it's going to be a screaming homer, but it's a laser. So if you can get on the hop and get to the warning track, you may
Climb
be able
that
to
wall.
snag that.
Climb that wall.
Absolutely. So it's a defensive highlight opportunity. You're going to need to be testing speed.
Yep.
You can roll with advantage
on that.
but you're going to hurt yourself.
I'll take the injury.
All
I'll
right.
take the injury. I'm climbing the wall.
2d20 and a
the
6.
Okay.
If either of these are below your speed of 11, 10 or lower, then you are successful.
And I'm sorry, and I'm rolling a 1d6 for the injury, right?
Correct.
That
So
just takes off your
2d20
hit
and
points.
1d6.
Yep.
Okay.
Ouch.
Oh,
Ouch.
Oh, that is
No.
terrible. That is not only a failure, you've rolled max on your injury die and earned a black. This is
All right.
Short career this kid's gonna have.
wow.
Yeah.
You just like came in. Oh, this is so sad. I think it's a thing where you hit the warning track and you don't pull up in time, and I think it kind of hits the web of your glove and you slam into the fence hard, right? You do that. God, who was that who like tried to take out the damn fence? It was like played too hard. Harper? Was it Bryce Harper that played kind of too hard that first season when he came up and ended up injuring himself a couple different times?
I don't know. Hunter Pence is the one that I think of as
Oh,
running
yeah.
outfield walls. But
Here's Millie. Hello, Millie.
hello.
We have matching hats, Millie.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
They said hello. You heard them?
Hello.
You know how it works. Here you go.
Hello.
Hello, Millie.
Hi.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh.
Okay, go to bed.
Bye bye, Daddy's friend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
Now we know why there are sometimes creepy dolls in the background.
Yeah, those are hers.
Sure. We'll just say that's what's up. Awesome. Yeah, I think you're like out for a bit. You take
Yeah,
that
I
much of a
I
hit.
like that he actually knocks himself out and they have to stop
Yeah.
play. And
Yeah, they stop play. Like it's a thing where Alex comes over, grabs the ball, tosses it in, and then he stands over
Like,
you.
oh my God. Are
well,
you
it was
okay?
already out of the park anyway.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It's
Home
nothing
run.
to throw in.
That's
Like
right.
he just comes
Oh.
over, stands over you. Are you dead? Oh shit. Alex is not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah, his
But,
personality's really developed over the past couple hours of game.
Yeah.
So are you dead, man? Holy shit. And then he'll kind of wait around and then he'll drop to a knee and gently shake his shoulder a little bit. And who else? Who's our right fielder? Gotta glance real quick at our
Oscar.
that would be Oscar. Oscar would be like, man, he could have broke his back or something, man. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Just let the doc do it.
I like
So-
the idea that he actually comes out of the game.
You do? Okay. Cool. It's rough. Out of the game. Okay.
Yikes.
Oof.
Cool. So if we're good with you coming out of the game, how about we just say that, Greg, if you want, you can be the person rolling the momentum die for stuff for a
Sure.
bit. Okay,
Sure.
sweet. So they will no longer having Bug to go to. I think they're gonna have to go to
Short career.
Jod Carter.
Chad.
Everybody loves
Jod.
Jod. Everybody loves Jod. Jod's great. Jod Carter comes in for Deuce. He is average, unfortunately. I don't know why he's average, but like he always has a terrible result. Like it just is invariable.
Yeah, he hasn't had good luck.
Sorry. Okay, cool. So, dang, you lasted 2 innings. Your career is not great. So that would be a run, and now we're to the second diamond crawl. So let's go ahead and give you a roll the d12 and a d6, and what we'll do is if you get a highlight opportunity, Greg, you can assign that to whomever you'd like.
Okay.
Dad was definitely watching this game.
Yeah, man.
So I'm sorry. I'm rolling.
You're rolling a d12 and a d6. You're making the second diamond crawl roll that will handle innings 4 through 6.
Got it.
This
Got it.
one will be good.
I thought we were gonna. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I was not clear at all. Sorry about that. So that's a total of 12. That is a player defensive double play opportunity.
Ooh,
so
nice.
no score at this point. We're going to say this is the bottom of the 6th. It's been a really low scoring game. That's like the only really giant hit. We'll say there's like, 4 hits.
Nope.
Random music cues.
Random music cues. I got to stop using my keypad. I'm lazy.
Comes
Cool.
back to life.
I can name that tune and
To whom do you offer this defensive play double
right.
play opportunity?
Well, I think it makes sense. DP opportunity to be the midfielder.
Sweet.
So
Hannon or Hannon,
yeah, easy.
Okay, so easy. You're playing second when they have. I'm gonna say Miles, spelled M-Y-L-Z, Miles Jones. I love just saying that every time.
Yeah, he really is your favorite.
Every time.
He's the Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
He's no Tebow, but he's pretty great. Miles is on base, and I think Taylor Snyder struck out, but Willie Abreu, the guy who hit the homer earlier, he cracks one straight to you, easy. But you've got to slap that over with a nice smooth throw, so Luke can catch it, throw it, pull that double play, and end the inning. So let's see you make a fielding roll, unless you want to use one of your special.
yeah.
My fielding is actually better than my likability.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just
Aw.
not do that one. Let's try to get the team pumped up, and I'm gonna roll with advantage, and
Okay.
the injury die.
Ooh, a gutsy or astounding play.
Oh,
You
right
have to
after
roll
that.
the injury die. Man, we've had some scary stuff go on.
No.
So, okay, roll 2d20 and 1d6. So you just need either of those to be 13.
Was that
or
your
more.
roll? Come on.
Yeah, 216.
2 16s. Oh my goodness. Oh, and you
Yeah.
hurt yourself a little bit too. So
At least it's a little.
Okay, so what do you think, Easy? Do you think you sail it over Luke's head?
Yeah, I think I don't quite set my feet correctly, or the runners coming into second hard, and it kind of takes me out a little bit. And my throw, instead of sail, I think it probably skips and is a very
Oh, okay.
difficult to scoop up, and it careens over first baseman's shoulder, and then maybe out of play into the dugout.
Yeah, that sounds good. And they end up scoring due to the error, and coming into the top of the 7th we have a score of 2-0. Now, I just want to pause real quick and remind you guys that you have an opportunity for that teamwork die. You know, I figured buzzing through our 2 diamond crawl rolls, no MBD, but and I also think that this is a thing Deuce could do, right? I've been injured, I'm feeling terrible, but if there's a goal that you have while sitting on the bench, then
Yeah, that's true.
fill it. You can get yourself a teamwork die, which allows you to.
Tell me again about the teamwork goal.
You bet. The teamwork goal at the beginning of the match, although we're doing it a little bit late.
Changes from game to game.
It can change from game to game unless you feel like, you know what, I've just got a general thing. This is what I always try to do. Then you can set that as well.
Got it. Okay.
So I'll give everybody just a minute to think with that.
I think in Deuce's case, he has he's been too aggressive on the field. That'll probably continue for a while until he learns. But for now, like the only way he can contribute to the team is on the bench. He needs to connect with these guys, needs to bond with these guys somehow. He can't just be the guy that, pops out to end the game last night and cracks his skull open on the wall today and got to contribute something he can do to contribute. So,
He made an impression.
yeah.
Yeah, you can look out on the wall.
There it is.
That little deuce shaped impression.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good.
So find a way to contribute, I guess, is the goal for today.
Cool. What about for Dirty? What goal do you want to set?
What does Dirty want to accomplish? I keep hitting, but we lost.
And these should be focused on other players, right?
On teamwork, right?
Yeah, it's team related, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything. I think I'd like to contribute more to on the fielding.
Okay. Cool. Contribute more on the field.
Yeah, don't worry about my hitting quite so much.
What about Javi? What goal would you like to set?
I think just help others to do their best. That's like the clubhouse.
It's a great default goal and what you're really good at, and it's a good goal to have. So that sounds awesome. What about Easy?
Anytime I have a teammate on base, I want to drive them in, get an RBI.
That's awesome.
Nice. That's interesting. Cool. Okay, great. Oh, I'm excited already. Good stuff. So Deuce, who would you like to be the person to kick off the top of the 7th here?
Let's give it to Javi.
Okay, Javi. It appears that is not the right button, Rich.
Now batting, the catcher, Javi De La Cruz.
All right, so Javi, you come up to bat. Matt Dennis he's throwing around like 91, 92, but he has a slider that he mixes in that has really confounded you guys. You've gotten people on base, but he's been able to. He's had a few ground double plays. GDPs have really helped him out, and he's kept you guys scoreless at this point. You are the first. You're at the top of the order here, or you're the first at bat, the top of the inning. What do you want to do?
I think just hit it where they ain't, right? Got to start the rally.
Yeah.
All right. Roll yourself a single D20, 13 or less, and you are on. Gonna make contact.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Not so much.
Not so much. So with that 16, I'm thinking it's just an ugly little like shot that their shortstop gobbles up, and Bertram tosses it over to Taylor Snyder, and you're not that fast, so
enough
Yeah,
16s.
roll that one over.
Right.
So Javi, who do you want to roll for Alex Call?
Gosh, we don't have any BPCs coming up for a while.
No, I don't.
Let's go over to Deuce.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay.
Although actually, yeah, I mean, we can do that, but I was going to say, Greg, can you use teamwork dies on an NPC or no?
You can, and then they will roll momentum die. Two of the momentum die and
With
take the
advantage.
better
Okay.
too.
Although I don't know why you'd want to do that for
Yeah.
I'll
a
say
particular dude with nobody on and one out.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I guess, yeah, if the game were writing on it or something. I think we did that last game for someone, for Luke or something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I picked the guy, the PC who was last in the batting order. I didn't realize. that
Yeah.
was what I was choosing when he told me to pick somebody.
Oh,
all
it's okay. No worries.
All right. All right. So I'll roll for Alex. So I'm
It's a
rolling
whole
just
lot
the,
of
just
data.
the 1d20.
No, it's actually 1d6.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, because he's average.
Momentum D6.
Yeah, you're rolling the
The
momentum
momentum.
die.
Got it. The 4.
4, and the 4, if I remember correctly, is an out. So that's 2 outs. So who do you want to roll for? Wilson Garcia.
You want me to choose that?
Yes.
Let's give it to Scott.
Okay, Scott.
Here comes Wilson. Here's a die roll.
Oh,
I don't think that's better than a 4.
that is not better than a 4.
He's
So
not pretty good, is he? No.
another goose egg at the top of the 7th. And so, Greg, if you could roll a d12 and a d6 for the opposition half inning, you want to roll high.
Yep. Okay. Oop, I forgot that I had named the roll, and then
88.
What?
That's high.
All right.
Oh!
Let me just do this again.
Sure.
I put a 12
come
on
on.
the d12.
Oh, okay, that's what happened. That is a 6. All right. A 6 is opponent scatters a few hits and scores.
Oh man.
So a few hits, we'll say that's. Ah! I've got to stop doing that, Rich. I must use no
Learned
more
nothing.
numpad for typing numbers. Sweet. It is 3-0 at the top of the 8th. The last person who went was Scott. So, Scott, who do you want to roll for? Anderson, Palong? I think Anderson's out. We're going to bring in a
All right, already. Yeah,
bring
that
in a
makes
pinch
sense.
hitter. So let's see. I think it's going to be Trenton Brooks.
He hasn't rolled for a while.
He's not awesome. He is actually
feel-
terrible.
It feels somehow like everyone's just rolled, but I guess Keith would be next. I think.
All right.
Let's see. This guy's terrible. Can he even
literally?
Can he
if he
even
gets
do
a
anything
6,
with the
he'll
D6?
walk. But other than that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trent.
I don't think it's worth wasting my ability on this guy.
Yeah.
Probably should have used it on somebody last time, but that's the way it goes. All right, let's 1 in 6 chance that this guy doesn't get out. Didn't happen.
Yep.
Oh man.
All right. I think he just goes down on strikes. Matt Dennis is going to be removed after that one. I don't know, man. He's got a 4-hit shutout. No, coach is going to roll the dice. Coach comes out. The manager comes out from the yard, goes, talks to Dennis for a little bit as top of the order, Oscar Gonzalez comes up and ends up. He leaves him in. Matt Dennis stays in to face Oscar Gonzalez. So, Keith, who rolls? Do you want to have? I don't think Zach's gone in a bit. So, you want to have Zach? All right. Roll that D6, that beautiful D6. He's pretty good, which means you need a 4 or 5 or 6.
All right, I will give him the pep talk. Like, Oscar, you're the man. They put you at the top of the order for a reason. You got to get us out of this slump. Put a sting on this.
Yeah. Oof. Okay.
Make him pay for leaving him in.
Is that just rolling
Roll a single D6.
another one?
What's a D8 now, right? Because he gets to step it up.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay.
It is a D8. Thank you very much
That's
for
my
reminding me of
magic.
that. The whole reason you did the talk.
Did the same thing.
So D6 doesn't count. Just roll yourself a D8.
Wait, was it a good D6? No.
No.
It was bad.
This is
It was
worse.
bad.
Ah!
Yeah, it was worse. Yeah.
Forget I said anything
But
else.
the die size remains the same at least.
Still
So
helps. Yeah.
yeah, I think Oscar puts some wood on it.
Yeah.
But it's warning track power and nothing more. So it's one of those Oh, Jod Carter.
Jod, keep it going, Jod.
Now batting the right fielder, Jod Carter.
What's that?
Sorry, I just wanted to say John Carter's name. That's really it's selfishly. did that.
That's all it was.
That's all it was. That's all it was. So Zach, who do you want to roll for Jod? I
over.
recommend not Scott.
Back over to Deuce.
I have a pretty
Alright.
good feeling. I'm
just rolling for center field in general now.
Yes, and roll a d6, please.
Yeah.
Or is it D8 or
No,
is
he
it
only steps it up for that player.
that player?
Yeah, so it drops back down to a d8. 6.
There we go.
Unfortunately.
Oh, there's a
Ooh.
5. John Carter's average, and somebody rolled well for him for once. That's a crazy.
Dang.
A 5 is reach base. I think.
Whoa. What?
Yeah, I think Matt Dennis like pings him on the elbow.
Not 1-2-3 inning. That's the start of the rally, boys.
Yeah.
just like you guys said, get hit, right? Not get a hit, right? He says
right,
it.
yeah.
It comes up to first. And Jod Carter is now on first, 2 outs when Rich will actually get to play.
Yay.
Now batting Ed Warnicki.
All right. I almost always just hit it where they ain't. So
Matt
let's-
Dennis he's sweating it. He really wants to keep this shutout going, even though he's given up yet another. Well, that's not a hit, right? He hit a batsman. But let's see how this goes, Dirty.
Yeah,
You got a goal. You got a teamwork.
Let's hit it where they ain't. Oh, this isn't going to do that goal. But
Oh, that's true. Wait,
hopefully
you didn't write it down. What was the goal? Define it
Uh,
again.
Feels good.
Feel gooder.
I'm just going to roll the one die for
D6. Oh wait, you're rolling yourself. You
I'm a
hit where they
player.
ain't. Roll your D10. Sorry.
D20, right?
Yeah, D20.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What action are you attempting?
Hitting it where they ain't. But I think I actually made it with 15.
Yeah, you do.
I have a 16, don't I?
Yeah, we actually have someone connect
Yeah.
with the ball, Craig. You get to witness what happens after someone rolls to hit
ball.
it and
Hit the
does
ball.
so.
Interesting. I actually get to see the hit die.
Yeah,
I
you
have
can
a-
see the hit die in
but I
action.
Literally the
have-
first time. That's hard to believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is an offensive slump when he hasn't even seen the mechanic yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a runner on base, so I think I hit with advantage. Is that right? Roll with advantage on hit die, yeah. So I roll my 2 die 8. Where's my hit die?
All
It's just
right.
D8. It's just straight D8, right? Yeah. All right. Roll with me. I have too many tabs.
Oh. I don't know how to help you there. Sorry, man.
Close some of my tabs. All right, 2 die 8.
Roll
Hey.
the advantage on a hit die is pretty great. A 7 and an 8. Oh my
I'll do it.
goodness.
Oh,
Explosion. We know what happens on an 8.
it
What happens?
is out of here.
It's a
What's
good
it
thing.
look like? What does Dirty's homer look like?
Is that really what happens on a die?
Yeah, it is an 8.
Yeah,
8
it is.
plus.
Woo. I think I connect and it's like a no question home run. And I was actually sort of not even thinking wanted to be the best hitter in this game. And I just sort of defensive highlight, I guess. And I try to start trotting.
People are going crazy, and as you are crossing third, you hear amid the crowd the sound of like someone doing a really bad elephant impression. And there's Tracy. She's on third base side, like 10 rows up, wearing her Yukon sweatshirt, cheering for you and getting some ugly looks.
Give her a
That's
tip of
my
the hat.
fiance.
Oh, shit.
What?
That
He's
would
real
be great.
dirty.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I just tip my hat to her and try to play cool and just get in there.
Sweet. John
High
Carter
fives-
comes
High
around.
fives all around from the team.
Thanks for not leaving me hanging, man. Good
That's
job.
right.
Good job, Dirty.
Just doing my job. Let's win this thing. Yeah. Who's up after me is
That that is easy. So
Bohannon. Yeah. Let's win this thing easy.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ezekiel Bohannon.
I'm just gonna try to keep it going and try to
yeah,
hit it.
but you're not going to be able to keep it going with the same pitcher as finally Matt
Finally.
Dennis is removed and Nelson Gonzalez comes in. Nelson Gonzalez throws some nasty stuff. He's never seen a plate that he likes. Everything is on the corners and lots of tricksy stuff. So
As easy as heading out of the dugout to, well, I guess he's already been in the on deck circle. I'll run out to the on deck circle and I'll hand him my batting glove and tell him I got this from A-Rod.
Okay.
Which is 100% a lie. I'm just trying to boost it.
awesome.
I totally believe him. It's like
Totally believable.
switch out. Yeah.
It's gonna be on eBay.
Can I spend my teamwork die on that?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, that's great.
All right.
Is that I forget? Is it an advantage?
Yeah, you roll with advantage if you want, or if you want to hit swing for the fences instead of being disadvantaged, you just roll the regular d20. And Max George, the catcher for the Yard Goats, says, "Hey man, $50 if you give me that glove, man."
That's the catcher who says that.
Yeah.
I'll tell him.
$50,
I'll tell him. I'll trade him when I come around to score a run.
He says, "Oh well, that's not going to happen."
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. I forget. Can you get more than? So is there can you get double advantage in this game?
Yeah, you roll 3d20.
I'm
Just
gonna,
take whichever the better.
I'm gonna try to still hit it where they ain't and use my
Sweet.
my ability for that.
Okay.
Because I just need to do something well when it comes to offense.
Yeah.
I would
Get
agree.
yourself on the board.
All right, here we go.
Unfortunately, there's no ducks in the
Oh,
pond.
all three are under my.
Yeah, wow. Triple hit.
That is pretty great. Nice work, Easy. So now you get to roll that hit die.
All right.
Please don't roll a 1. That would be
I
heartbreaking.
know.
That would be. Oh man.
Hey.
6.
Sweet.
Nice.
6 is a double, man. It's a double.
Yeah,
John's
it's a
already
baseball
scored. I
here.
should have moved him off of that. This is awesome. And with 2 outs, you guys are starting a little bit of a rally here. So
We are good in the late innings.
Easy Bohannon with a beautiful seeing eye double. I think it's just one of those bounces in the gap and slaps against the wall, and you're stand up double when Luke Wakamatsu comes up to bat. So, Zach, who do you want to have roll for Luke? Please don't say Keith.
No, not. I'm gonna go back over to Scott to Dirty.
All right. We are still at dice 6, right?
Yes, you're still at dice 6.
All right, clear. All right, I hope it's a good one. Go, Luke.
Oh,
3 is not good. 3 is
3 is a no bueno, and that will end the inning, leaving you stranded Easy after that nice double. But you guys can claw it back. It's 3-2 now. So, Greg, if you could roll us a D20 and a D6.
You got it.
D12 and a
D12 and a D6. Oh my God, what am I doing? I've played this game before, I swear.
I know the guy that wrote it, Rich. So.
I have a word with him.
Pitch a 5 and a 1.
That is so. We're looking in
Not
the
great.
opposition half inning. 5 and a 1 is a 6. Opponent scatters a few hits and scores.
No.
So they battle right back to. We'll say that they've had 10 hits at this point.
Wow.
And your pitcher, I think they bring in another. You guys have to bring in another reliever. We're going to say that Dan Simon is in right now. I'm saving Derek Caulfield until later. There we go. So, at the top of the ninth, boy, I was like, "There's no way we're getting through this," but I think we sadly might get through
We
this.
might. Yeah. 4 minutes.
Javi. Yeah. So
Now batting, the catcher, Debbie Dela Cruz.
I don't even know what he's trying to say for the first time.
Yeah. I don't know.
they've left Nelson in, and he is throwing this like nasty spitter. It just like you could see that thing drop. It's really, really nice.
But could I have, before Javi went out to bat, had passed along the lucky batters? Well,
Yeah.
legit,
That's
Javi. This is A-Rod's.
Where'd you get
Become a
this?
legend.
It's from the new kid from Deuce. I know he's not a catcher, but hey, I got a double, so
When you come up to bat, Max George, the catcher, says, "Hey man, I'll give you $30 for that glove."
Hey, why are you trying to lowball me on this?
Lowball you? What do you mean?
You think
$30?
Easy to tell me you offered him 50?
Ah, shit. All right.
Look,
Well,
I
he said
traded
he
for
was-
you. You have him throw a fastball down the middle of the plate, and you can have it.
I don't want it that bad.
Oh, man.
Nelson would kill me. Plus his fastball's like 82.
What's his change?
You don't want to know.
rolls,
Rolls it up there.
rolls behind him.
All right, so we're down by 2, so there's no point in swinging for the fences, even getting rid of disadvantage. I'm just gonna hit it.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it where they
Is it where they isn't?
specifically is where I would like to hit it.
Okay. See how that goes.
The 3, thank you very much for the advantage die.
Wow. Thank God for the advantage die. That is pretty great. Roll that lovely D6.
Now, that is more than 10 lower than my hitting.
That's true.
Does that
That
step up the
is.
momentum now?
It does. So
Wow.
this is a heck of a hit.
I'm
Gets
gonna
everybody
use the
fired up.
momentum die instead of my D6 because
Why don't you do that?
Good idea.
I mean, there's a good reason if I roll a 1, then that was
Yeah.
why you wouldn't want to. But let's hope that doesn't happen.
1 in 8 chance.
It was a 2,
Oh.
so
Yes.
that's better.
Reach base, walk,
Oh,
hit by
okay.
pitch, error,
All right,
fielder's
that's all right.
choice.
That's all right.
Okay, I
It's got to be an error, right? Like,
yeah, I think it's an error. You reach base by an error. They commit an error. I think it's one of those where after such good play for 2 games in a row, Scott Burcham sails one over Taylor Snyder, sends it into the first base side bleachers, and you end up a second. So now with
that's like a double. Point at the batting glove.
That's true. Oh, the legends of the batting glove grow. So here we are, top of the 9th, and Alex Call is up. That momentum die is still stepped up. Who is rolling for him, Keith?
Oh, let's go to Scott.
All right.
Okay.
D8.
Sorry.
Hopefully, I'll be generating that noise in a few weeks.
yeah.
It's our cheering section.
Die 8.
He's saying crawdads. He's saying
Oh,
crawdads.
come on.
Oh
Not like this.
no.
Well, that's a double ugly because Alex Call is average, and I'm pretty sure that steps the hit die down. It does. So
That didn't last long.
yeah, I think what we see from Alex is three straight pitches and 3 ugly swings in a row.
Ugh, Alex.
Yeah, it just sucks the wind out of your sails there, and that'll be the first out of the top of the 9th. And now it's Wilson Garcia comes up to bat. He is
So,
average. Yes.
I think in the interim between, Oh, I let off the ending. Yeah. In the interim between that guy getting out and the next guy coming up, I call over our first base coach and I'm like, give him the glove. Give him the glove.
I think, that would be Junior Batansis. Then we'll say, and he says, "Yeah, okay," and so he hustles down first baseline, hands off the glove. There's a quick, but Wilson knows what's up, right? He nods. He
Oh, I think
quickly puts on-
everybody in the dugout's talking about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is big stuff. So he will put it on, and but there's a part of me that like, yeah, no, you're gonna have to spin some teamwork dice or something along those lines. But he's wearing the batting glove. He is excited about it. So
And that's my magic power for this inning, so he can have a D.
Yeah.
Whoever's gonna.
oh, that's your magic power. All right, stepped it back up to a D8. So who's rolling for him? You roll for Alex. I'm sorry.
I think that was Scott. So
Yeah.
Okay, Scott, who do you want to roll for?
Oh,
Wilson?
right. Gotta pick. Guess let's go back to Deuce, I guess.
Okay.
All right, Deuce, roll a D8 because Wilson's ability has been stepped up by
Yep.
Javi.
Got it. A 5.
Okay, a 5, and our man is average. So a 5 is going to be reach base,
Dude,
walk
that'll
hit by
do it.
pitch, air fielder's choice. What do we think happens here?
When did Gonzalez come into the game? Gonzalez wasn't the starter, was he?
Yeah, he started right
He
field.
was. So he's burning out now. I think he walks.
Oh, sorry, Gonzalez, different Gonzalez.
Different.
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
he walks in. That sounds good.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot.
No,
also.
not on you.
Okay,
There's more than
Oh,
one
yeah,
Gonzalez,
yeah.
so I got confused.
too many names.
I know names are hard. So we're gonna have to bring in a pinch hitter. And we're looking across, and we don't have very many real good. So I think it's gonna be John Paul Gonzalez.
Wow,
Arthur Gonzalez.
I don't think we've seen him before. Have we?
We haven't. He has done nothing but drink some skunk beers.
Yeah. Welcome to the game.
He comes in. He has like a lot of coming up to bat stuff going on. Like he does the thing where he's like undoes his batting gloves, redoes them a couple times, and each foot. He's got this whole
Man.
dance routine just
Looks
about
like me.
before he steps in, and then he steps out at one point. And he calls time for a point. And who is it that's gonna roll for him? For Wilson, for Jean-Paul Gonzalez, who is average.
Let's go to Javi.
All right. Roll that D6. It dropped back down to a D6 after that single step up.
Get going.
all right.
Oh.
Not the worst. But,
all
Yeah, could have
all that work for
Jean-Paul.
Jean Paul. Hey buddy, no one cares to hear you bark. Maybe you could stop? That'd be good. What do you think? Maybe stop barking? Okay. Thanks. Good job. Sweet. So Jean Paul Gonzalez, yeah, I think he gets a lengthy at bat out of it. The point where while he ends up striking out, it's pretty obvious that Nelson is gassed. And so he gets the Pyrrhic victory. And Nelson is pulled from the game. And so then we would go with David Hill. And David Hill comes up to pitch. And with 2 outs, it is now time for Oscar Gonzalez to come up to bat.
we probably ought to give this guy some teamwork dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is where it makes
2
sense.
outs, top of the 9th. This could be it.
Javi's got the only ones left, right?
Let's see. I haven't used mine.
It's true.
Don't know what I would tie that to for Oscar. feel like I don't know that much about him.
You can continue just the little legend of the batting glove.
Yeah, Wilson, give him a glove
Okay, man.
over there.
So
You
they
don't
run
need it.
it
You're on
down.
first.
He hands it off to Junior Batensis, who hustles it down, and Oscar, he puts on the glove. Yeah, he'll do it. And yeah, go ahead. Who's rolling for Oscar with that D8?
I just went right, so I'll pick. Oh, Greg, go for it.
All right.
2d8s, right? Or no, 2d6 because he's rolling with advantage.
Yeah, sorry. 2d6. Take the better of the two.
We got a shot.
A 5.
A 5.
Okay.
And a 5, and he's pretty good. So that's good news. And a 5 on that is a single or a walk? I think it's a single.
Yay.
Javi, you got an opportunity if you wanna make a speed
Lord.
test.
Not with 2 outs. It's not
All
happening.
right, he stays into
Yes.
station,
Yeah.
and you end up. Yeah,
If
it's
Or a 1-run game, I would consider.
Yeah.
oh man, it's
All down to
Now
John.
batting, the center fielder, John
God.
Carter.
2 outs. Bases loaded. David Hill on the mound against Jod Carter. Greg, who is going to roll for Jod?
I want to give it to Zach.
Right.
All right.
I'm hoping to be up next.
Yeah. I see that technically Derek Caulfield has a teamwork die?
Can we?
Oh, I've got another one because I got
Yeah,
2.
you do. You
Okay.
feel like loaded up.
Oh, nice.
But I'll use my Derek. No. Yeah, just take the die. I'm tired of thinking up things.
This is the batting glove. It's making its rounds.
Yeah, just hit the ball.
I think I was super lucky.
This is a 2d6
Nobody,
then?
nobody makes fun of your name, Jod. It's all right. Everyone thinks it's really cool.
Why are you saying that? What?
Wait, what do you mean? I think you're lying. 2d6. That's right. 2d6.
It's a weird thing to say out of nowhere.
Or
Oh, I don't think a 4 is great. He is average, and a 4 is
just-
out. Die size remains the same. So based on our time, we'll do our post game. We'll start off. Actually, there are 2 things I want to do at the start of next game session. Our post game for this, although we'll probably keep it pretty abbreviated because 2 weeks would have passed from remembering the games of this terrible loss. Maybe we even skip it and we just try to regain some teamwork dice other ways.
Maybe so.
And then I want everybody to make a level because I want Greg to experience it and all that good stuff. We went over, so if anyone wants to go, I know it is super late for you, Keith, but I would love to hear just general feedback on the teamwork goal. What was your first impression of it as an addition, and does it feel like a cool thing to motivate role play within a 9-inning game, or is it a tacked on? But does it feel tacked on? I guess those are the 3 questions. So Keith, if you've got a sec to give me that initial first impression.
I think it's a good idea. I didn't really get to see like when I would cash it in. And I think my goal is one that I would never fail at.
Given your power, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like min-maxed it a little bit there. And
Sure,
like,
and that's fine. I want to see
I'm
that.
going to. I want to see if I can break this already.
Good. That's what playtests are for.
And I'm not sure, like, what is the idea of when that kicks off? Like, every time you do this thing?
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking every time you do this thing, but I also wanted to see it in play to see, like, is that a thing that is really not balanced for the game? Because really, technically, every time you step those people up, you were fulfilling that goal. So you create this weird loop of, like,
You'd never run out of dice. Yeah.
boost somebody and you're just loading it up. So
Then I give the next guy a teamwork die. Then I give the next guy a
Yeah,
teamwork
that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it does. So that's good. That's good.
die. Well,
for
we
me
should
to-
have won if I'd have known.
Yeah. Giving everyone a die. Yeah.
Well, that's why we're playtesting it. So that is really helpful feedback for me. So
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
need to
picturing like
put some more.
the Lady Blackbird where it's like once per scene or like once per game.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
happens.
once per
Or
game.
at the end of the game, did you fulfill your
No,
thing.
the idea is it's a
Yeah.
thing you can do in the game to refresh teamwork
Oh, yeah.
dice. But I think once per game might be a real good way.
It would be nice because it's like if we were in that really tough spot and it's like none of us
Mhm.
have teamwork dice and we really want it. Well, if you can make this thing happen, then you can get your teamwork. Okay, yeah, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So what if it were, rather than being so freeform, what if like like the moves that you choose from in Apocalypse, what if it's from a list of,
Oh,
Specific
predetermined?
goals. Yeah.
Yeah, you choose one of these as your, like from a drop down, choose one of these as your thing.
that's good. That's a good thought.
Yeah.
And I should
And
recommend.
then you can define them in ways
Thanks,
that don't
Keith.
necessarily.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
I know it's
Keith.
super late. We'll see you in a couple weeks, man.
Good to see everyone. Greg, good to meet you.
Good to meet you,
Yeah.
Keith.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Take care, everybody.
See you later.
Right.
Awesome.
Yep.
So it's midnight, Keith's time. So I
Yeah.
like to let him off.
Yeah.
It's past midnight for him.
Oh, it's well
And he's
after
a
9
teacher,
here.
so-
I'm getting sleepy.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Sad day.
feel that.
I wanted to show you something that happened in Crusader Kings before we have time because it's just
Okay.
ludicrous. Hopefully you can see my screen.
Were you playing Crusader Kings during our game? So what you're saying?
No, this is from before.
Your something kills head chopped off by something.
Your counselor Nils had his head ripped off by Nils.
He ripped his own head off.
That's what I thought, but there turned out to be a different guy named Nils.
Very common
like-
name in Crusader
It's
Kings
like
world.
Zalos and
It's like Gonzalez. Yeah.
But just I hadn't seen the message got his head ripped off before.
That is
Like,
pretty
what?
messed up. That
Ripped
is
off
some
by
gorificness.
ripped off by himself. Yeah.
Cool. So teamwork goal needs some definition and also needs to this kind of playtest because it's with a catcher you'd never you could basically use your once per
Yeah.
inning thing, which fulfills that goal. So you'd rack up basically like 4 or 5 teamwork dice every game. So
having it tied into performance on the field doesn't feel like it would run into that problem as much because it's you still have to achieve that aspect. Like for Dirty, it would have been like some sort of highlight play.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've strangely had very, very few defensive opportunities at third base. Like I think only
Yeah, I
one.
think the biggest part to get defensive
Yeah.
opportunities is to be someone who's rolling during the diamond
yeah,
crawl
after you're rolling
rolls.
the diamond crawl. Yeah.
And I think we've skipped you in the first 2 because you always say I always go first and then you don't go first.
Right. No, I think I did last time.
You always say that.
I'm pretty sure I actually did.
I'm gonna watch the tape.
I don't know.
It's all good.
I just remember having had that thought before. So-
Cool. So before we get too far along, I want to circle back to you, Greg. So first impressions of your experience, and if you want some time to kind of think through it, ruminate, and talk later, that's fine. But if you have any to share tonight, that'd be great too.
It's a lot of fun. So congratulations on that. Boy, it is arcane. It is not one to understand when you jump right into it. I have a hard time picturing. I don't mean this as a criticism necessarily. I have a hard time picturing somebody other than you running it.
I've seen one other person run it, but I also agree. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. I really did enjoy it. I like the way that the off-field stuff reinforces the on-field stuff and vice versa. Those are my initial thoughts.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Hey, buddy. I know you're very excited to bark at something, so just stop. Cool. Scott, feedback
Yep.
on being an incredibly good hitter.
It feels really nice. It's very fun. I hope everyone else gets some more hits because it's very fun.
Me
Uh,
too.
Yeah, that slump is over, right?
Yeah, it's all
Technically,
rosy
just-
now.
You're still just not getting that much. You got a one hit today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I have to say, when the momentum dies at a D6, being like the game just like we burn through stuff. Like, it goes fast, right?
It's a big difference. Yeah.
It's almost like getaway day, it's just like
Oh, one little thing I thought you could add to the rules is if you move a runner and like don't have an event teamwork die, maybe you get one. Might be nice. Like I don't know if you can just add one, but maybe if you're at 0, it gives you zero. That makes sense.
Yeah. Incentive to
like an RBI kind of deal. Move a
Yeah,
runner, or
sacrifice.
if you do a sack, you mean like a sack
If,
fly? Or
yeah,
something?
if you do number 4, move the runner, you get an advantage
Oh,
die. Teamwork die.
that's a really good. That's
Yeah, I
a
like
really
that.
interesting way to reward it.
Yeah.
And the mechanics are kind of fitting the narrative there too.
It literally
yeah, I
is
think I'm just gonna-
teamwork. Yeah. I was thinking only if you didn't have one, but that's not necessarily the right choice.
Cool. Thank you for that. That's a really good suggestion. I want to play test it and see what
Yeah.
it feels like.
Dirty will probably never do that.
I mean, that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
It's just an option. Sweet. Any other feedback on tonight's game?
One thing I also feel is, I am enjoying the game and I'm enjoying my character, but I don't feel the characters are particularly deep. Like there's not that much to them. And like I would totally not mind if say, hey, your character got called up and you get to make another one. Like I would feel fine. Like it wouldn't bother me for my character. Like it's
like
not
a little bit of the design is like the idea that there's the slump die, there's the washout die, there's also the possibility of like getting called up. That while I don't want to say the character's supposed to be shallow, it's
yeah.
I wanted to make it so easy to make a new ball player character that like if Greg, if you'd wanted like, hey, I think Deuce is probably going to be out for a few games, you could have just stepped in to fill the shoes
any
of
other character,
any
right.
of those folks and
the
rolled
minors-
5D, 3D8.
The minors lend themselves to players
6.
coming and going. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if I'm playing Apocalypse World, I don't want my character to ever retire to safety or whatever. But make it to the majors. Maybe he'll be back, right?
Oh, yeah. True. Cool. Yeah, good. Any other? And I'm doing like non-directed feedback for this session round because we had a lot of new stuff come in. So just getting impressions.
Rich, I
Rich,
do like the way that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go. That's all right. Mine's pretty minor.
Okay, I was going to say one of the things that did impress me is how the mechanics mimic the kind of rising and crashing fortunes of real baseball, right? Like you've got this amazing rally going where, oh my God, we've got 2 hits, and then we get and one of our big hitters is coming. Nope, he's out.
Yep, it's nice.
Yeah, the way that that's just the way the game works out. Yeah, I liked it.
They have drama moments.
Yeah. In almost every other game, when you build to the drama moment, it's because the players, the game is built to allow the players to succeed in the end, right? But that's not baseball. That might be the way you and I played video game baseball.
That's how I still play Super Mega Baseball.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And what were we going to say, Zach?
I just don't know if this was already always in here and I just didn't notice it, but I noticed it at the beginning of this game, the actual role play game, that I really liked having the individual results table underneath the bases. And this maybe you had that already in there, but it was super cool to be like, oh, how have people been doing? Like,
Yeah, that's nice.
who can we pump up? Which BPC can we pump up for their heroic moment at the end?
I did add that like a game session or two ago, but
Okay.
honestly, I added it number one so Hannah could have stuff to refer to.
Mhm.
Because I would get like there's
Right.
so many bells and whistles with this game that like when it comes to the end of 9 innings, Rich can't remember what happened
Yeah.
hardly
One
at
more-
all.
One more piece of feedback, not related,
Yeah.
is choosing who goes next always feels awkward.
It does. It
That's
does.
something's wrong with that. Yeah.
There is, and it's weird. Like, is that a thing where we should just pick out a lineup, or like it is?
Maybe.
It's always a little awkward. I even
Maybe-
added the little check boxes of like who's gone and whose turn it is.
Yeah. I mean, maybe at the start of the game, we each pick each player and who know who's
Yeah,
rolling
like
who.
you pick your
Right.
BPC that you always roll for. like-
I'm Wilson and Ed or whatever.
I think there's something really cool about that. Like,
Yeah.
you might gain a little bit more. Like, oh, I have the feel for this player.
Yeah.
You know, like to me, like I would have to come up with my vision of who. that I'm
Yeah.
like. That's a good suggestion. I want to
Yeah.
try that next time. So
Hmm.
maybe it's just a thing where we just like. We go based off of some stat, and you get to like almost fantasy draft. Like, I'm gonna take so and so.
Yeah.
That would not be bad, actually. That's pretty fun.
Okay, cool. That's a really neat suggestion. Sweet. Anything else?
Well,
all right.
enough.
Thank you all so much. Greg, thanks for joining us. Zach,
Yep.
Scott, great to game with you guys again.
Thanks.
And so we're now back on the bi-weekly. I know we went 3, and that was a long 3 weeks, but we're back on bi-weekly till the end of the
Right.
year. And hopefully Scott, your new dog, won't be barking like Beaker.
Hope so. I assume I'll be out at least one weekend near Thanksgiving, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
which one yet.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, or we may skip that based off of a holiday and who can make and who can't. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you.
Cool. See you guys later.